Okay, let me give the sequential breakdown of what I've been hearing. Stay tuned. Start focusing now. Okay. So I've been telling y'all months ago, Metro Boomin, like he's like a beta bitch. Like no disrespect to him, but he's like a beta bitch. I'm gonna tell you why he's a beta bitch. A beta bitch is a nigga who don't like a nigga, but don't want to say he don't like a nigga. So he aligns with everybody that don't like the nigga that they could say they don't like the nigga because he don't want to say he don't like the nigga. You get what I'm saying? Beta bitch, okay? A beta bitch is a nigga who don't like a nigga, but is still too scared of saying he don't like the nigga because he's non-confrontational. So he will still operate in that gray area while at every chance trying to belittle the nigga he don't like because he don't like the nigga. Do you get what I'm saying? The type of nigga who he don't like you, he won't ever tell you he don't like you. He won't ever tell you he don't like you. He will actually just... Give me 1 second. Oh my God. Give me 1 second. My goddamn dog is outside. It's Princess, my dog. Okay. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Damn. What can I play? She's just out there chilling. She's like, nigga, come get me, nigga. The fuck you got going on in here? Okay. Let me just do... While we doing this, I'm going to do Metro Boomin versus Drake. There's some type of thing that explains it. Okay, good. Watch this real quick. I'm sorry for playing this. I just gotta go get my dog, okay? And I don't want this dog to start running at people. Give me 1 second.
One of the most upsetting beefs for us as listeners in the past just a year is Metro Boomin and Drake. Metro Boomin comes off to us as somebody that nobody else really has problems with. He comes off really chill. He doesn't ever beef with anybody else. He's cool with Future, Young Thug, pretty much everybody, 21 Savage, which makes it very odd that he decides to beef with Drake or he has some sort of issue with Drake. Now, this kind of stems back to when Metro Boomin released his album, Heroes and Villains. Drake was supposed to be on one of those tracks. He doesn't put it on the album. It leaks, quote unquote. And a bunch of people believe that Drake was the one that leaked it. I'm inclined to believe that as well. So this leads to Metro Boomin having to get asked questions about it. Naturally, when you're promoting this album, you're going to do interviews, and people are going to say, yo, what's up with there not being a Drake record on there? What's going on? And then Metro Boomin gives an answer where it's... it doesn't add up, which is, oh no, there wasn't enough space on it. Come on. Drake gives you a track, you put it on there. That's just the name of the game. This is a commercial project. People like the songs. You want to sell more. You want to get more attention to it. You can fit a Drake song in there somewhere. So it continues on. There's like some slight jabs thrown back and forth. We don't know the origin of the beef, but it comes back again more recently in the past week or so when there's been nominations. And Metro Boomin speaks out and he says, yet her loss still keeps winning Rap Album of the Year over Heroes and Villains. Proof that award shows are just politics and not for me. I don't care about awards, honestly. The true award and reward is knowing that the music I spend so much time on brings joy to people's everyday lives. Now, I think this is kind of an unfortunate slight because 21 Savage is really cool with Metro Boomin as far as we know. I mean, they were on the Without Warning project together. He was on Heroes and Villains. They had Savage, was it Savage Mode? I believe so, yeah. Savage Mode 2. They've done projects together. And 21 Savage and Drake's project Her Loss is kind of half and half, a 50-50 effort in terms of how often they appear. So taking shots at it like that is almost... It is somewhat taking shots at 21 Savage too, because that's his project. And he's saying, oh, you know, that just goes to show that this is about politics. I don't think he's wrong, but he could have said that without naming Her Loss, or he could have named any other album. And he goes on to delete this, but this just makes me think, how does the dynamic around this crew of artists work? Because 21 Savage and Drake is like this. And crossing fingers, they're really close. Drake and Future, really close. Metro Boomin is also close to Future. Young Thug and Drake is really cool. Well, Young Thug has bigger problems to worry about right now. So where does this end? Where does this go? And I feel like we should have some fun and speculate on this situation, which is, how does Metro Boomin get turned into the type of person that comes at Drake like this? And I'm willing to blame Drake. I don't think this is Metro Boomin's fault. I think he may be salty about something, but how often have we seen anybody upset with or going at Metro Boomin? The answer is, as far as I can remember, off the top of my head, none. So we've known Metro Boomin to be cool with the majority of people, doesn't get into problems with somebody. If he is having problems with somebody, we don't even know about it, so he's able to kind of conceal it. Now, Drake, well, the way that Drake moves, I mean, he's had issues with DJ Drama. If you guys remember, he had issues with Chris Brown, something over a chick. I think Lil Wayne even said Drake hit his girl when he was in jail. Now, I'm not saying this thing with Metro Boomin has to do with a chick, although that is the most likely reason for why he would be reacting the way that he is, kind of like feeling a slight or betrayal from Drake. But Drake's had issues with tons of people by the way that he moves.
All right, my bad. Fuck! All right. My bad, it's my little dogs. Long story short, this producer right here has allegedly had issues with Drake. Some claim it's stemming from female shit. Some claim it's stemming from jealousy or ego. Future has had alleged issues with Drake because, or let me not say issues, wasn't feeling that Drake did a tape with Savage. Why? He felt that at a time that Drake needed the stamp from the hood, him being the hottest nigga in Atlanta, he did a tape with Drake. Years has done past, Drake chooses to do another tape, and I know you might say, well, Future, you did a tape with mad other people. I don't know why he feels that way about it, but that's what I've heard. He just feels if Drake's going to do a tape with an Atlanta rapper, and that's what I've heard, if it's an Atlanta rapper, and it's nothing against Savage, it's just that if he's going to do a tape with an Atlanta rapper, he thought Drake would have tapped him for the sequel. Drake didn't. Drake went with Savage. Okay? Now, are there other mitigating small things that's happened that, who knows, we're not with these guys every day? Yes. But the major reasons why these guys don't like Drake, and I'm not saying it like Drake is a saint, because Drake, we all know, I've publicly told y'all, Drake is a fuck nigga, from what I've heard publicly. Drake the type of nigga, he'll try to fuck your bitch. That's just that's his thing. It's always been his thing. Him and Drama fell out because Drama was trying to get him to do a song. He fucked Drama's bitch. That's how it went down. Drake is like that, okay? So just explain it again. This nigga is just a beta bitch in his feelings about everything. One of them teary-eyed, you know what I mean, just always look like he finna just like ball it up. Pause. No Diddy. And apparently and allegedly, maybe some women dealings and jealousy led to him either thinking he had to prove a point to Drake or show Drake something, but he wasn't fucking with Drake. That even came into play when it was explained why Metro Boomin leaves Drake off. He was explaining why he left Drake off of, I believe, the song Trance, right? A lot of people thought that, you know, he would have put him on there.
I was just in the studio with Drake one time because we were going to do some stuff for my album, and he just wanted to hear some songs from my album. Then he heard that one and really wanted to get on it.
I've been cooped up all night. I've been cooped up all night. I'm on 2 Qs, feel right.
Okay.
I'm so sleazy, can't write.
Yeah.
Been on FaceTime all night. Draining my battery, draining my...
He did some stuff, a couple parts was cool, but like I just felt like, just even with like the slime verse, the trap verse, and the outro, it was just already.
Now, again, this happens all the time, to be very fair to this guy. But it is kind of odd when you see anybody turn down a verse from pretty much the biggest rapper in the game, right?
Like, it just really wasn't no room.
There's no room for the biggest rapper in the game to be on the song that didn't do crazy numbers. Okay. Right? Again, this was a choice by a producer. In many other situations, you wouldn't really categorize it as anything. But given the fact that it's Drake, given the fact that they have been collaborated on previous big records, you would think maybe he would have like put Drake on the record, but he didn't put Drake on that record. Okay? apparently and allegedly that was because of beef they had. Now, again, I'm using the word beef very loosely, just to be clear. I don't think none of these guys are going to kill each other. I don't think none of these guys are going to fight. I don't even think if they saw each other in person, they would argue. So when I say beef, I'm just talking about silly disagreements. They're not seen eye to eye. Okay? So that was one of the things that kind of keyed people to, oh, maybe he's not rocking with Drake. Okay?
This is in the studio with Drake one time.
Okay. Now, Drake had some disses, if you don't know, on, I believe it was at 8 a.m. in Charlotte. And a lot of people said that was towards Metro Boomin. Okay? He basically used a popular tweet from Metro Boomin, where Metro Boomin every day says, thank God. And it's always like, hey, thank God for the day, or whatever the case is. And all of a sudden you see Drake, who says, and we all know Drake is such a lyricist, everything is carefully calculated. Says, thank God for another USB to put in a safe. Thank God at the crib, dipping my foot in the lake. Okay? And by the way, we should put more lines in context, because here we go. He says, we all got to lay in the bed we make, but that couldn't be Drake. You forced a lot of fake love. Keep in mind, you forced a lot of fake love when real ones stood in your face. That's why you got deserted by your niggas like put it in cake. I got you on camera bowing down, but the footage is safe. Thank God. Another USB to put in the safe. Thank God at the crib, dipping my foot in the lake. I swear that y'all turned me into the villain I couldn't escape. Keep in mind, at that time, Metro had an album that was called, or a song called Heroes and Villain. Okay? Remember, Drake doesn't say a bar. He doesn't waste a line, doesn't waste a reference. So for many people who are very in tune with rap and how it goes down at this level, we're not just talking about a guy who's just trying to rap words to rhyme to make a hit song. We're talking about the very fucking best. That had a lot of meaning, okay? Now, you might be like, Ak, what are you talking about? So if we go, here we go. If we go to Metro Boomin's Twitter feed, you'll notice even today, he tweets out, here we go. 48 minutes ago, let's keep scrolling. He's been retweeting a lot, so he's got to find it. Thank God for the day, okay? He tweets it every day. Thank every day. Tweets it every single day. By the way, 20 hours ago, he says, this is before the album came out. He says, once you pick a side, stay there. Now, what I'm painting the picture of is the fact that Metro Boomin, being a beta bitch, has set up a sneak attack. Not really a sneak attack, but he has orchestrated all of Aubrey's ops to go against him, and also incentivize other people that might have issues with him to make it be almost a rap civil war. Now, I gotta give this motherfucker credit. You know why? Because I never thought he would have got Kendrick to actually step out on the battlefield. Kendrick is a boss of his own. Kendrick is someone who has sneak dissed and mentioned Drake in some capacity over a decade, but has never, ever really said, fuck y'all niggas, what's poppin'? But he actually did. We didn't get there yet. So, by the way, remember I told you, every time you see thank God. So now we're connecting it. So 8 a.m. in Charlotte, all these thank God references, we have to imagine, and I have some, listen, yo, the people who I deal with, they're some of the best. And they love this shit too. We're going to find out what this is. I'm gonna tell you out the story soon, but from what I hear, there's a story that this all makes sense. Listen again. When Drake says, right? That's why you got deserted by your niggas like putting in cake. Or you force a lot of fake love when real ones stood in your face. That's why you got deserted by your niggas like putting in cake. I got you on camera bowing down, but the footage is safe. Thank God, another USB to put in the safe. Thank God at the crib did my foot in the lake. From what I heard, there is something of the sort that matches those rhymes. Now, I'm not saying this is some footage. Like, something happened, and I'm going to get you the full story, the where, when, the who was there, context. I'm going to get you that shortly. Don't you worry. This is why Big Act is Big Act. Okay? But 100,000,000%. And by the way, here's this too. When I'm giving my breakdown, I don't give a fuck what Drake's team says, and I don't give a fuck what Metro's team says. They have been both beefing in the shadows, but in the public. So, of course, and by the way, if you hear, and this is why I'm going to set y'all up for it now, a beta bitch like Metro is probably going to come out and say this is all cap. Oh, no, this is all cap. But listen, where there's fucking smoke, there's fucking fire. Okay? So Drake raps this. Cool. Now, keep in mind, there's always been talk about Metro pillow talking, which is interesting because Future brings it up. But Future says Drake was. I'm going to get to you. So that comes up. And Metro pulls an amazing, clever move. Let me tell you how Metro pulled this off. And by the way, I'm kind of fronting my move a little bit because I'm kind of like let you know what I think slightly a bit. Do y'all hear a static? Yeah, I don't hear a static, right? We good? Make sure we good. I don't have the chat pulled up. Wait. Okay. All right. Was there static? Give me one second. I gotta read the chat to make sure we straight, brothers. I just want to make sure we good. Okay. Oh, so it was a little static. Are we good now? Are we good? The static is worse. I'm sorry if there's static. Is there static now? I'm good now. It's faint. If there's static, I could unplug. Okay. Plug back in. I should be good. It should be no static. Yeah, there should be no static now. No static. It should be no static. Yeah, there should be no static. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay. So, we got Drake dissing Metro here. Now, here's the ironic part. The beef didn't start here because this track is on For All the Dogs. What album came out before For All the Dogs? Her Loss. Right? Her Loss came out before All the Dogs. Now, if you look at the track listing for this, you'll notice Metro actually produces one of the songs that Drake is on. More M's, okay? That's a Metro Boomin beat. Now, here's why this is interesting, because you might be like, well, if he don't like Drake, why is he giving Drake beats on the album before Drake disses him? It gets interesting. So you have Drake, you have 21 Savage. 21 Savage's career, a lot of his career is kind of owed to Metro Boomin in their collaboration helping 21 go up. So here's why this is a perfect chess move by Metro Boomin. I said he's a beta bitch. I never said he was dumb. Now, I also got to put it and crystallize this, and y'all going to see where I'm going to. This is very different because I hear a lot of fans saying the simple thing. Oh, yeah, so nigga just dissed Drake. He about to back him. Let's be very clear. Meek Mill is the single dumbest rapper that's ever existed in rap. I think we could probably even all agree he has a negative IQ and probably deserves a helmet and probably sat in the back of the class with a tinfoil hat on his head and probably took the short yellow bus to school. He's so stupid, a blogger just violated him. Like, he's the dumbest nigga we've ever seen, okay? We're not talking about the dumbest nigga you've ever seen, okay? A back-to-back works on the nigga who's so fucking stupid and who also can't make a hit. Anything could have beat that nigga. You get what I'm saying? That nigga was just fucking stupid. What we are dealing with here is Metro, a shrewd operator. He's not confrontational, but he'll set it up to make it look like it is what it is. You're dealing with also some other people, Future, unfuckable with. Nobody could ever test, play with, question the discography, the talent, the fucking repertoire of Future Vandross, aka Future Hendrix. And then you bring in motherfucking Kendrick Lamar. This is why I said this motherfucking guy is smart. This guy, Metro, is smart. You bring in Kendrick. Kendrick ain't no Meek. You can't just back-to-back Kendrick. It don't work like that. Kendrick is Pusha T, but more in its prime, more sharper. Plays chess. And this is the type of battle and beef that it is actually meant for him to win. Because this won't, you see, Back to Back was a commercial hit song, happened to be a diss song. It won't be that with a Kendrick. You're not going to drop like a simple diss song on Kendrick and win. Kendrick's depth requires more. You can't clown Kendrick with, yo, is that your girl tour or a world tour? You get what I mean? You can't clown him with, yo, I waited 4 days. You can't do that with a Kendrick. We're dealing with a different specimen here, people. And this is why we have to have this emergency meeting breaking down what this means. Okay? This is a whole different ball game. We saw how the Pusha T shit went down, but this is even more difficult. Remember that. We'll get there. Now, here's why I say Metro pulled the ultimate move. Metro, by doing it this way, has eliminated Drake's allies while having an army for himself. He got Future. He got Kung Fu Kenny. He got even niggas like A$AP Rocky liking posts and shit. Like, I'm like, A$AP, are you in this too? And what is he saying on his Twitter? What is he saying? Yeah, I better pick a side. Where did he say? Where did he say? Oh, let me find it again. Oh, he said. Once you pick a side, better stay there. You know why he's smart? Guess who's nullified in this whole situation? Savage. Savage got to sit on his hands. Savage, you just did a tape with Drake. Metro gave you some of your biggest hits in life. You can't pick a side. You got to sit on your hands. You can't even support Drake. You got to let it be what it is. You can't support one side. You can't go against the other side. So, and potential ally for Drake eliminated. So Savage, the person who he did a collab with, which is Savage, Drake did a collab with Savage, has to sit out of this. By the way, it's no way in motherfucking hell does Savage even say nothing, even collaborate with Drake, or even stands on a stage with Drake while Drake is even addressing Metro. It's not gonna happen. So this is a smooth move by Metro. So Savage is off the board. Right now, it's a 3v1. And to be honest with you, he brought the big dogs to play. Let's keep it real. Future alone, he might not hit you with the lyricism, but I'm going to be honest with you. You can't make hits with Future. Drake is up there. Drake does it with Future, obviously. But what I'm saying is that it don't get better than Future. It don't get better than Future. You can't get at Future. Future not Meek Mill. Future not these other guys. Future is Future. But if he wasn't enough, bring in Kung Fu Kenny, bring in K-Dot, bring in a big stepper. The guy who has lyrically triggered Drake for over a decade. We have interviews and deleted interviews to fucking document what's going on. To the point some people believe that might be Drake's kryptonite. I don't think that, but some do. But this was a clever move as well. We all know when that nigga J. Cole dropped that song called Middle Child, he was really telling us what we'd all thought about him. He the nigga who We all know he just happy to be in the conversation. We've been said that for years. This is the only year he been rapping like he's the guy. But we know. Then nigga's a middle child. He say, I'm in the top 3, even though I'm 3. Every day. Yo, listen. I just seen this recently. Look. Drake and J. Cole are on tour. Drake, speech, J. Cole. I kid you not. I kid you not. I kid you not. Let me see if I can find it. Give me one second. This week. Watch. Kid you not. Let me see if I can find it. Wait. Give me 1 second. I'm going to find it for y'all. Don't y'all worry. It's basically Drake, J. Cole tour speech. Let me see. No, it's not 2 years ago. It's this week. Is it this? Oh, fuck. Okay, I can't find it. One of y'all can send me the clip. Essentially, Drake and J. Cole is on tour, and every night Drake gives a speech to J. Cole, reaffirming to that loser, it's okay to be number 2 or 3, as long as you ain't number 1. Hey, it's okay. Yo, the speech was so disrespectful. I see J. Cole cheesing from ear to ear. He don't even know he getting dissed. Drake said to the nigga, I couldn't be me if it wasn't for you. Yo, it's basically like LeBron saying, or like imagine Michael Jordan saying to whoever he used to beat their ass every year in the finals, I couldn't be the greatest if I didn't beat your ass every year. And he does this speech every city. Every city's like, come on here, J. Cole. Let me give you a pat on the back. J. Cole, I fuck with you. You're not the best, but you're close to it. Without you, I couldn't be the best. I'm the best, but you're second best. If it's not me, it's you. But it is me. It's a whole lot of, the whole time I'm looking at J. Cole like, when are you going to tell this nigga enough speeches, my nigga? The fuck is you talk about? Yo, Cole is sitting there every show like, yo, somebody send me the clip. Send me the clip. It happened like a few days ago. Drake said, yo, I couldn't do this if it wasn't for you. If it wasn't, yo, I know y'all think I'm the GOAT, but I wouldn't be the GOAT if it wasn't for him. Tell me what to type in. I'm serious. Every show, J. Cole gets a speech from Drake about how it's cool to be number 2. I've never seen this shit before. They're on tour. The nigga is on tour getting a speech. Somebody says Cole numero uno. Well, if Cole numero uno, why Cole the only nigga who be mentioning a big 3? Because I don't be hearing Drake mention no big 3. Drake just be saying, I'm top 2, but not 2. That's what I hear Drake say. It's J. Cole who be like, oh, it's either Aubrey K-Dot or me. No. You heard what that nigga K-Dot said? Fuck the big 3 niggas. Big me. It ain't no humble, bro. It's shitting on a nigga, man. Bro, send me the clip. Send me the fucking clip. Bro, this happened this week. I'm watching. I'm like, ain't no fucking. Yo, J. Cole is like the 50th speech this nigga giving you about it's okay to be number 2. What the fuck? How are you still sitting here and listening to this bullshit? J. Cole cut that nigga off mid-speech and said, nigga, let's rap, man. First person shoot it out. Like, yo, just get into some shit, man. The fuck you give me a speech for? Let me see if I can find this fucking speech. Bro, where did I see the speech on? Was it Gossip in the City? I gotta find the speech. I need y'all to see it. It's on Twitter. Just tell me what to type in. I just want y'all to see what I'm talking about. Let's see if I can find it. Drake been giving this nigga a speech. He been giving this nigga a speech for 5 years straight. I've never seen such a thing. Yo, J. Cole, man, I'm glad I'm glad you motivated me to be the best. Let me see. Where can I find this fucking speech? What I gotta type in? None of y'all got. All right, let me see. I know one of my chat niggas gonna send me that shit. I promise you, I seen it recently. I promise you, I seen that shit recently. I was like, what the fuck? Is it this? Hold on. Is it this? Somebody said, I'm on Drake's payroll? Hell nah. Because y'all not going to like what I say. Y'all not going to, listen, y'all going to see how unbiased I am. And y'all all know my top 5 consists of Drake, Aubrey Graham, Drizzy Marley, you feel me? Like the nigga who was on in the wheelchair on motherfucking, that show, the Nickelodeon show, Wheelchair Jimmy, and Orbs. That's my top 5. Kendrick not even in my top 5. J. Cole not in my top 5, it's all Drake. But I'm going to be honest with y'all. And maybe I'm jumping the gun a little bit. Drake's pen right now ain't in his prime. That nigga on some LeBron stat pattern shit. That nigga been with Yachty, like, yo, Drake right now isn't, like, Drake got to go through some training camp. Drake like Adrian Broner walking around with a beer belly right now. You feel me? He ain't ready to get in the ring. Let's be honest. Drake my nigga. That's my guy. That's my boy. But trust me, like, and by the way, I ain't saying like he ain't body some verses now, because he is the GOAT. Don't get it fucked up. But right now, Drake pen ain't yo, Drake was over here getting watched by J. Cole, nigga. Nigga, in 50 million years, I never thought that J. Cole would ever out-rap Drake. Nigga, I'm still, every time I hear that verse in my car, I cut it off. I can't believe it. I mean, honest. So Drake right now, this is the worst time. Nigga, it's like Thanos came. You watching the Avengers and Thanos just open the clouds and just start descending to Earth, but Iron Man getting his dick sucked. Motherfucking Thor, he got a beer belly. Everybody slacking off. That's what's going on. Drake right now, he's catching bras on tour. He's hanging with Lotto's sister. He's in Turks doing wheelies on the fucking jet ski. He's not in prime mode yet. We need Drake to get 3 months. Gear that pen back up. Oil it up. Pause. No Diddy. Let's get this shit right. And then do a response. No quick responses. Period. J. Cole is in... J. Cole, I ain't gonna lie. Once that nigga dropped the off season, that was his last off season. That nigga has been on ever since. I don't know what the fuck is going on with J. Cole, but that nigga been rapping like he's trying to rap out of poverty. J. Cole been rapping like he's rapping out of poverty. I don't know what's going on. Put that nigga back on a pedal bike. He pedaled 3 times to try back and back, got a cheesecake or some shit. That motherfucker been rapping like his life depended on it. You put him on it, nigga, he was on a track with Drake, and the whole time I was begging the producer to cut him off because he's violating. I'm like, oh my God, I've never seen such a slaughter. No, don't renegade my favorite rapper. Don't do it. I'm serious. Give Drake a month and a half. We gotta give him a month and a half. Now, anyway, send me that video if y'all can. Yo, I can't believe Drake give this nigga a speech every... Oh, here we go. Thank you, memes. Thank you, my brother. Yo, I'm going to go back to 2020. Drake been giving the same speech to J. Cole for 5 straight years. I don't know how this nigga still stands on stage and listens to Drake tell him it's okay to be a fucking loser. What? What? Yo, bro, you have no idea what it takes to be the GOAT. Like, you'll never be on the Mount Rushmore with Jay-Z and Nas and them. I am, though. But without you, I could have never been there. Think about that. Don't worry about being on the list, gang. Just think about it. For me to get on the list, it took niggas like you. You pushed my pen. It was you. You're like, oh, shit. He right. I challenged him. Yeah, I ain't the best, but I pushed him to be the best. Drake could sell dreams. Word 2. Oh shit, I posted on my main page. Fuck it. It's all good. This is a speech that Drake been giving this nigga J. Cole for 5 years straight. I promise you. Listen to this. Tell me you haven't heard this shit before. Look, and J. Cole be sitting there like he mad proud nigga, like he's getting an honor roll certificate.
I want to tell you, you are truly one of the most gracious, one of the most humble.
You're one of the most gracious, humble losers that I've ever whipped their ass consistently in music. Appreciate you. Yo, of course I would shout out the gracious, humble losers that I've been violating, that I've been like the best for. Well, of course. Look at J. Cole. Don't make me cry, bro.
One of the most fucking influential, one of the kindest.
Yo, Drake say every adjective except saying you're the best. Drake say every adjective. You're the most humblest. You're the kindest. You're the most gratuitous. You are the nicest. Yo, he will never say you're the best. He say everything else. Look at this nigga J. Cole. You can tell J. Cole standing like he's standing like one of them little old women. Like, yo, nigga, for real, again, my nigga. You saying the same speech? Look at this nigga. It's like a fed up old black lady right here. This that stance right here. What the fuck, nigga? I could have been in Ghana playing basketball, nigga. You still tell me this bullshit after I out-rapped you like 2 months ago?
Fucking bad!
What you working on? I'm gonna tell you like this. I love you like my own. You're one of the fucking greatest to ever do this shit.
Drake ain't never tell me he's the greatest. He's like, you're one of them. You're one of them.
Career is not the same.
Yo, Drake, the prototypical narcissist. He bring it back to himself. My career ain't the same without you.
If they swap you out with somebody else, so thank you.
What type of compliment is that? Nigga, I am not that great if you wasn't here. Wait, what? Wait, what that got to do with my greatness? Wait, huh? You don't even know if it's a compliment or a diss. Imagine they swapped out J. Cole with Jay-Z. Nigga, may it look different. But as long as J. Cole is J. Cole, the gracious loser, of course. Yeah, let's go, J. Cole.
But standing here with me all these years, pushing me further. Hey, okay, see.
Pushing me further, pause. All right, anyway. So, all good. Now, 2 verses that Metro done cooked up and concocted to go at the boy. First and foremost, let's get to it. It's the Like That verse. And if you were listening to my intro, if you were listening on Rumble or Twitch, you would have seen. This was Kendrick Lamar basically walking in the playpen and kicking over the sandcastle, kicking over the toys of all of this camaraderie. We're the big 3. You know what I mean? Like, again, and by the way, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just a fan of rap. Drake is my favorite rapper, but I'm a fan of rap. Nigga, forget the big 3 when there's only 3. We going to talk about Big Sean. Big Sean basically came out recently and said, I just couldn't keep up. That nigga just threw in the towel. Wale, we ain't seen him since we heard about the story of Diddy hanging him off the balcony. We ain't seen him since. Meek Mill, I ended his career. What happened to them other niggas at? ASAP Rocky, he nutted in Rihanna. He good. He chilling. He just doing some fashion shit. Everybody else is out of here. Let's keep it a bean. So that top 3, it's not like there's like a lot of other competitors. They're the only 3 remaining. So at a point, fuck the top 3. It's about who's number 1, right? So here how Kendrick came into this shit, right? These niggas talking out of their necks. Don't pull no coughing out of your mouth. I'm way too paranoid. I gotta get in my rap voice. These niggas talking out of their necks. Don't pull no coughing out your mouth. I'm way too paranoid for a threat. Hey, let's get it, bro. DOT, money, power, respect. The last one is better. Damn. My boy. Money, power, respect, but the last one is better. He say he care about the respect. Say it's a lot of goofies with a check. I mean, I hope them sentiments symbolic. My temperament bipolar. I choose violence. Okay, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. Niggas clicking up, but we can't. but cannot be legit. No 40 water, tell him. Yeah, yeah, get up with me. Fuck sneak this and first person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. I crash out like fuck rap. This Melly Mel if I had to. Got 2 T's with me. I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos. It's up. Lost too many soldiers not to play it safe. If he walk around with that stick, it ain't Andre 3K. Think I won't drop the location. I still got PTSD. Motherfuck the big 3. Nigga, it's just big me. Nigga, bum, what? I'm really like that, and your best work is a light pack. Nigga, Prince outlive Mike Jack. Nigga, bum, before I get all your oh my God, I didn't even see this when for all your dogs getting buried. That's a K with all these 9s. He gonna see Pet Cemetery. Oh my sweet. Nah, fuck that. I gotta play the verse. If we get kicked off YouTube. Oh my sweet Jesus. Now we gotta originate where there's a lot of references here. It's a lot of references here, people. But I gotta give some advice because y'all know I'm one of Drake's biggest fans. And by the way, Drake, I know you might hit me on this. And you might be like, yo, what's up with you? You mad at me again? I'm not mad at you, Drake. You know I love you. But I'm your biggest fan. And I'm always keep it 100. And there ain't no goddamn, listen, I felt it in my heart when we ain't washed Pusha T like the washed up coke dealing rapping bum he is. It hurt my heart. Trust me. We can't afford another L. You are the GOAT. And we have one chink in the armor. We can't have another. Okay? We gave it to you on the strength of the Pusha T shit because you were going to go to a realm that, according to you, if you went to, it was going to change and fuck up the world. We don't even know what that diss song was like. What were you going to say? We don't know. But we gave you a pass because Duppy Freestyle is amazing. But this one we got to handle differently. We got Kung Fu Kenny. His top 3 is Kendrick, K-Dot, and Kung Fu Kenny. Don't even got you in it. My top 5 only got you. We got to make sure we play this right now. Before we get to deciphering this a little bit more, people, check this out. Hear me out. This is a trap. If you think Kendrick, who basically is Kawhi Leonard now, who sits back 90% of the time, fires off 10% of the time, just jumped out randomly with a song with nothing prepared, you're wrong. This ain't Meek Mill. This is way advanced past Pusha T. Let's think this through. First and foremost, let me give you the rules of how rap beefs are going to go down. Remember Duppy Freestyle and the story of Added On? The first round of a rap beef starts when the first dedicated rap diss is actually put out. This is why a lot of people believe you don't do Takeover versus Ether. You're supposed to do Ether versus Super Ugly. Let me again rephrase it. Takeover was the bait. Nas just answered properly with Ether. The response that it should have went against was Super Ugly, but Ether already won. Let me give you another example. Let's go back to Drake Pusha T. Infrared started this. Drake dropped Duppy Freestyle. Nobody says Duppy Freestyle versus Infrared. They say Duppy Freestyle versus a story of Added On. You get what I'm saying? Once dedicated diss songs come out, that's the first round. These are baits, okay? This is a chin check. This is a lyrical lashing. This is a yoke him up in the corner and call him a bitch move, okay? It's basically saying, nigga, I think you pussy. What's up? Right? But this ain't what's going to go against whatever Drake is going to respond with. This is why I think it's a trap for Drake. Because it puts Drake in a position that he has to do what he did when he goes first. Versus Meek, he was good. And actually, let's bring that back because he dropped Charged Up first versus Meek. And then Meek, being a fucking sped, he then dropped back to back. And he basically 2-0'd him and nobody cared what Meek said. But Charged Up wasn't, I liked it, but people didn't think it was the strongest. So this is where we then get to where Pusha T. Duppy Freestyle was thorough. But somehow Pusha T pulled a rabbit out of the hat with the story of Adidon, an exposal, and pretty decent lyrics. Still think Drake out-rapped him, but the exposure and the presentation factor won it, and also the fact that Drake never responded. So this is why I think this is a trick. This isn't the first round. We won't be comparing these bars versus anything Drake says. If Drake responds, Kendrick gets another response. And I gotta imagine that Kendrick already has done his homework, done his due diligence on what a response to Drake doing a standalone track or a freestyle about him would be. You have to think about it. We're not dealing with Meek Mill here, people. That nigga's stupid. We're dealing with Kung Fu Kenny. We're dealing with a serial avid thinker. We're dealing with someone who works above the shoulders, a lyrical genius, a mastermind, a diabolical menace, somebody who has lyrically tortured the game and has dropped verses that's fucked the entire fucking rap ecosphere up before. We've seen him in Control. He's here to do it again. But he's here to do it while torching the legacy of a fucking GOAT. He's here to, while everybody was just about, and we all were in the mindset of saying, Drake is the best ever, it's over. Remember, I've been telling y'all, these niggas are Kawhi Leonard. They play sometimes. They're load managing. They don't show up every quarter. They don't show up every game. Drake does. Kendrick, who I never thought would have had the balls to fucking kick the door down and says, I am here. What's good? He did. This is a potential trick bag that Drake must play very carefully. If Kendrick is coming at this point, no Diddy, with this direct addressing, he might have some shit that he would probably put in an actual diss song. Because what did he do in this song? What did he do on this verse? All he did was tell these guys, you can't fuck with me. To the light-skinned Negro with the dreads who keep being like, hey, I'm just happy to be in the big three. It's the big three. It's K. Aubrey on me. It's K. Aubrey on me. He basically said, shut up, you fucking lame. Ain't no big three. Fuck you niggas. I like that. I like that. Fuck your kumbaya, nigga. Fuck that. I like that. I like that. Got him out of the paint quick. Then you know what he said? I don't even know who he was going crazy at. He says your best work is a light pack. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. You better be talking about that light-skinned Negro, J. Cole. The nigga who I used to call Napkin Cole. Benadryl in audio format. He better not be talking about Drake. What do you mean your best work is a light pack? Even though I would disagree, 2014 Forest Hill Drives is not a light pack, but holy, when you have the catalog of a Kendrick Lamar, where you could literally throw out even an album like Untitled is still critically acclaimed just as a artwork. He has the leverage to speak about how certain projects is good, or do they hold the weight? Now, this is another reason why we're also going to warn you, or I'm going to warn you, why this is a tricky fight for Aubrey to fight. It's a tricky fight to fight because you can't, this beef will never be decided on who made the bigger hit. No. When you beef with somebody like Meek, yeah, it will. But this one will never be decided on, oh, I made a hit song by dissing you. That's going to be a problem. That's Drake's strongest attribute. I'm dissing you and everybody's playing it in the club. Kendrick is a cerebral assassin. Kendrick is someone who you have to lyrically dissect him, because he's going to lyrically dissect you. He's going to break you down. You can't just be like, oh, I got like some simple hit song, it's going to work. It's not going to work. This is why it's going to be very difficult, I believe, for Drake. This is why I say Drake's pen needs to be an optimal performance. No more trips to Turks. Lotto sister, go back to Instagram respectfully. Yachtster, Yachty, it's okay. Go that way. We need to lock this nigga in the motherfucking booth with goddamn Boy Wonder, vinyls, and goddamn 40, and we're gonna be cooking. Oh, and Hush too. And we're gonna be cooking up bars all day long. Telling you. Okay, let's get to some of the references. Remember, this is only a bait. It was direct enough that we, the fans, are going to put pressure on Drake to say, nigga, you ain't going to respond? You're getting bitched right now. He's hoeing you right now. He's calling you out. By the way, Drake has frequently said when asked about his issues with Kendrick, yo, he's saying stuff but not really calling names. He's not being direct. If he wants to go at it, he should say it because I'm with it. You don't remember that? Drake talks about Kendrick diss. He was on a LA station and he basically literally said, let me see if I can find it. Power. Maybe it was Power on the 6. Drake talks Kendrick Lamar diss song. Give me a second. If I can't find it, I might have to go into one of these documentaries who probably will have it. Let's go here. Give me 1 second. Where? It was a radio interview. And Drake literally, like, I'm telling you what he said, but I want you to hear it for yourself. Drake literally said, yo, if somebody's not gonna really be direct, or it's like if you're gonna diss me and then when I ask you what's up with that and you're like, oh no, it's just raps, oh all right, whatever. But like if it's not just raps, like what's up? You know what I mean? Let me see, it's not this, fuck.
I obviously, you know, I always keep my ear out for.
Nah, where can I find it? Let me see. All right, Drake Kendrick beef. There's gonna be something that explains it. Is this?
Una oportunidad, creo mucho de.
What the fuck? Give me a second. Okay, here we go.
Drake and Kendrick.
If this is the good channel, and by the way, salute to this channel right here. What's the dirt? If they're good, they're gonna have this audio. Here we go.
Make me. I'm learning that now. You know, that's not really my my peace of mind having money.
Toronto one time.
It was a special. Our label and you. It would be not used to the just a few days. Grammy Awards. Kendrick lost. Felt cheap. It didn't feel genuine. Why do that? Why? And he doesn't.
I'm gonna find it.
Two different backgrounds. I really don't see that playing out. You know, as entertaining. Maybe to the people listening. You know, but not for myself.
Keep in mind, Kendrick was classified as the savior of hip hop.
Amazing, it was all love.
And at this time, obviously, that he saw Kendrick just 5 days after the Control verse.
Yeah, maybe it was this.
And it was all love.
I know that verse had no malice behind it because I saw him 5 days later at the VMAs and it was all love.
And at this time, Drake was the talk of the town because this surprise project made a big splash. So just a few weeks later, Kendrick decided to shake things up and finally dropped his long-awaited album. Was about to have line for line.
I thought I was rolling
Up wouldn't let us air.
It ain't free.
Again, this appears Kendrick and there's more.
Maybe it's the Elliott Wilson one. Drake, Kendrick, Lamar, Elliott Wilson. It's his Angie interview, you said? Drake, Angie, Martinez, Kendrick. Let me see. Fuck. I should have looked these up before, right? Okay, here we go.
And the
Here we
neighborhood
go.
Drake Day going down.
No. Yeah. This is what it is. I knew it was an LA interview. Here we go. Listen how Drake talks about this. And he's almost saying, bro, if that nigga want to smoke, I'll give a nigga cancer if he really want to smoke. But that nigga not really like that. Like, that's what you're going to hear Drake say. Watch.
Right now, man, Control, the record, people still banging it, man. Where is Drake at with Control?
Here we go.
I'm probably like as done as like the rest of the world is with that record. Like I think it came and it went, you know what I mean? And not to discredit it, like it was a good moment, but at the end of the day, it's just like, it was like one of those sort of like fleeting like Twitter frenzies that like, it was cool for what it was.
By the way, love Drake, but this is what we call sassy aggressive right here, okay?
Was, you know, and I'm just into making like, my thing is like, I like lasting power, you know, that's my thing. I want you to still be listening to this album in the summer or, you know, next year, where I want this to stay in your car, stay on your mind. It's like not even about the music, you know what I mean? It wasn't even about like the content of it. It just seemed to be about like, you know, all the and all the talking at the time, and now everybody's like over it. Nobody plays it. It's just like whatever.
But I think that's because it wasn't a single, and it did what it was meant to. It had people listening to lyrics and excited about hip hop.
And you and Kendrick are
I got a great memory.
Good as far as like the albums and doing records with each other. Did that kind of, when you heard your name, did you feel like, man, like that was kind of disrespectful? Or did you feel like, you know, our names were just kind of thrown in there and it was?
I feel like he made a decision, you know what I'm saying? And it was a decision to make. You know, he was like, man, I'm either going to go for this moment because I know it's going to be a big moment, or I'm going to like take heed to the fact that I have real relationships and I'm going to like not do that. Cause like, you know, I'll be real, like I've thought of doing that before. You know, I thought like, man, it would be crazy if I just went off on everybody, but it's just kind of like, where does it really get me? Then what? Then every time I rap, people are going to expect me to be confrontational, and when I'm not, then it's not entertaining. You know what I mean? It's like, it kind of puts you in a box a bit. So
I don't think that put Kendrick in a box.
I don't know if I necessarily respect it. You know, we all make decisions. I'm sure he'll be good. He's talented as you know what I'm saying? He's going to have another album and another opportunity to take the world by storm. So he'll be all right, you know what I'm saying? Even if it doesn't feature, you know, any of the names that he mentioned, which it probably won't, to be honest with you. I don't know who's going to go back from that and be like, yeah, let's link up and nah, you know what I'm saying? But he'll be all right. You know, he's a talented dude.
Does it make you like not want to collab with him?
Yeah, I'm good right now, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just about this album.
Sassive aggressive.
And me, and you know, I don't know necessarily if I feel like 100%, like I'm not like, man, send me some, let's work, like nah, not really. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really just focused on me and OVO and my side of things. You know, I'm not really like into doing like a record with him. No.
So you and Kendrick, you will sleep tonight, not together.
Yeah. Oh no,
yeah, that's what I always say.
I sleep good every night.
That's what I say. I'll
okay. Then this.
And elevated too much? Nah, I feel like that's it. It's like, you know, he's the new guy to love, and of course, I mean, rightfully so. He's super talented, you know. But thank you. But he's like, you know, he is the underdog that's extremely hungry. You know what I'm saying? And he's doing his thing really well. And that verse was, he's giving people like moments. You know, like that verse was a moment to talk about. Are you listening to it now? At this point in time, okay, and then it was real cool for like, you know, a couple weeks. But like, if I asked you, for example, like, how does that verse start? Oh, do you remember? No, and like, now mind you, it'll go on and Complex and Rap Radar give it like verse of the millennium and all that shit or whatever. But like, I'm just saying, it's like, you know, I remember like. Somebody like asking me, you know, or maybe it was you that was like, is Kendrick Lamar your biggest competition like in this generation or whatever? Yeah. And I think that Kendrick has like the utmost potential, man. Like, you know, I see Kendrick tomorrow, I'm gonna dap him. I didn't feel the way about that verse. I get it. I get the moment. Like, you know, he's a good guy. And like, I know that verse had no malice behind it because I saw him 5 days later at the VMAs and it was all love. So it's like, he didn't come on there on some wild, like, yeah, I'm in New York, fuck everybody, don't look at me. Like, I'm the king. So it was one of those things, it's like, I almost wish he had come in there on that shit because I kind of lost like a little respect for the sense.
Whoa! Hey, Aubrey! This why you start to be my favorite. Hey, let me tell you this. I know y'all say I'm the biggest Drake fan. And of course, at times y'all don't see I'm biased. And of course, I'm biased sometimes because I like his music. But I'm going to call a spade a spade. Aubrey, this was over 10 years ago. You know what I heard when you said this? You said, pussy nigga, if you want smoke, don't take it back. stand on it. And I ain't gonna lie, what Kendrick just did on this record, he's standing on it, nigga. He's literally saying, fuck you niggas. Fuck a big three. You niggas is trash. You can't fuck with me. And fuck your song. Fuck y'all record. And stop clicking up. Remember you said this, Drake. You said you lost some respect for him because he said it was rap. You wanted him to stand on it. He's standing on this shit.
I get the moment. Like, you know, he's a good guy. And like, I know that verse had no malice behind it because I saw him 5 days later at the VMAs and it was all love. So it's like, he didn't come on there on some wild, like, yeah, I'm in New York, fuck everybody, don't look at me. Like, I'm the king. So it was one of those things, it's like, I almost wish he had come in there on that shit because I kind of lost like a little respect for the sentiment of the verse. If it's really fuck everybody, then it needs to be fuck everybody. It just can't be halfway for the sake of the people. But you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, that's just how I feel. I still like... when it comes to competition, I'm more worried about consistency. I'm more worried about bodies of work. So I'm basically talking about, like, you know, there's one guy who's up every night thinking about how to get better and how to do things bigger. And, you know, that's Kanye West. He's like, he's always going to be the guy that's trying to outthink and outdo, you know, everybody. So for me, that would be like.
Damn, he shit on Kendrick. He basically said Kendrick's a bitch. That nigga rapped a bunch. Don't stand on it. He not the biggest competition of this era for me. It's really still the GOAT. Yay. And he shit on Kendrick. And by the way, I respected Drake for saying this because don't throw stones and hide your hands. And if you with the smoke, be with the smoke. One thing I've said about Kendrick, he's not battle-tested, people. I love Kendrick Lamar in terms of his music, but he's not battle-tested. Kendrick Lamar has given us great verses. He's shown that he would be someone that if it came time to battle rap, he would be a fucking monster, but it's almost like LeBron James in a dunk competition. We seen you dunk in games and do some of the most amazing dunks, but you never really signed up for the competition where it was just the competition. And we saw you win the competition. We seen you dunk in game. We seen Kendrick do amazing verses on great songs and diss people on great songs, but he ain't never really just do dedicated disses in the space or the context of a battle. So when everybody's talking about all this, Kendrick do this, Kendrick would kill this, it's like saying LeBron would win a dunk contest, but he ain't ever done it. So I respected Drake when he was saying, yo, if you're going to stand on it, because what Drake is really harping off of is not even on some he wants to be a tough guy, a bully, want to beat people up, none of that like that. What he's saying is that, yo, in the spirit of hip-hop, is that if we're going to compete and we're going to really go head-to-head with these bars, and it do get personal sometimes, and it do kind of get a little left at times, you got to stand on it. You can't just take it back on some, oh, nah, I ain't really mean it. And it looked like Drake was prepared that if Kendrick was standing on what he said with control, I would have expected Drake to formally respond to it. Okay, this is what I'm saying, and I'm gonna stand on that. But and I could be wrong, but it came across to me. He was like, yo, this nigga not even standing on what he's saying. Why the fuck am I respond to it? Like, yo, it was a good moment, but like, he not standing on it. He's just rapping a rap. Drake has always said, I'm not just rapping a rap. Okay.
This up.
Again, let me just play this last part again.
It's like, he didn't come on there on some wild, like, yeah, I'm in New York, fuck everybody, don't look at me. Like, I'm the king. So it was one of those things, it's like, I almost wish he had come in there on that shit because I kind of lost like a little respect for the sentiment of the verse. If it's really fuck everybody, then it needs to be fuck everybody. It just can't be halfway for the sake of the people. But you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, that's just how I feel. I still like... when it comes to competition, I'm more worried about consistency. I'm more worried about bodies of work.
Okay, some people keep telling me there's an Angie Martinez interview, but I think that was the part I was really trying to get to. Basically, Drake had said years ago the reason why, and that's what I took from it, the reason why he never really went back aggressively at Kendrick Lamar was that he felt Kendrick Lamar wasn't standing on what he said in terms of control or any other time when he sneaked this Drake. He's just rapping. And when a nigga's just rapping, you go out there and make a full diss song, you're going to look stupid because that nigga's going to be like, yo, bro, I was just rapping. Like, yo, you taking it mad serious. So you're not really like, yeah, you're competing in the eyes of fans, but you're not competing in the eyes of wanting a rap battle. We've seen Drake. No matter what you've said about Drake or what you think about Drake, Drake is battle tested, at least on the highest level. We've seen him versus Pusha T. We've seen him versus Meek Mill, who was a very popular guy at the time, even though now we know he's a fucking idiot. We've seen him on the highest level, on the main stage, compete when there's time pressure, everybody looking at you, and you had to really perform and also pick up what you had to do within a very short period of time. So we do all that, and let me see, where are we now? Okay, good. Okay. Cool. So let's go back to the verse. Am I missing anything, chat? I'm here with y'all. I see everybody on YouTube, everybody on Rumble. We kicking it over here. You know, this is gonna be. We didn't even get to Future's verse, which there's some talk that Future was also, you know what I mean, one of them ones. That Future was also dissing Drake, which we're gonna kind of analyze, and there's some theories behind that we want to get into, because apparently they're saying there's a woman that's actually the subject of that. We're gonna see if we can even find that said woman. Okay, we're gonna try to figure it out. However, we're still on Kendrick Lamar Drake. Okay, what y'all saying in here? Somebody said Future go to it. Somebody said, hey, Act, bro, he threw a shot at Jay-Z to listen. What? Somebody said Drake only beat Meek. He didn't beat Common. He 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 beat Common because Common, I'm going to tell you why Drake beat Common, right? So Drake, let's look. By the way, I was watching some film yesterday. It was John Wick 2 with Common in it. I was like, damn, that nigga really moved over to the movie side. Look at Common. I think it was called Canada Dry. It was a diss song over the Stay Scheming. It was over the Stay Scheming beat. This was where Common fucked up. Common, you see, Common, who's a great lyricist. If anybody ever listened to some of his album, B, classic, Finding Forever, classic. Those actually helped me get through college. Really classic albums, really amazing rapper. Take nothing from him. But let me put y'all on game real quick when it comes to like Common. Common did something, and this is why we got to analyze how Drake should respond to this. Again, I'm not just dissing, I'm telling you the truth. This is not a Meek Mill. This is not the dumbest nigga in the class. You have to be strategic. Drake is very strategic. He doesn't do anything that he doesn't think about. Every bar is carefully calculated, and it usually means something that he knows fans will latch on to, because if he really wanted to rap that nobody understood, he could, but he drops these tidbits in. That's what Jay-Z have done. That's what the greatest of all time have always done, from Biggie to Jay to Nas to motherfucking Drake. The greatest guys in the culture with the pen that know how to, fuck all these triple entendres and all these, metaphors and similes. They really know how to drop those kind of like Easter eggs in there to make their verses pop. Like, that's what's always been done. You get what I mean? Go from Jay-Z to like just fucking with even Jim Jones, and even not, no disrespect to Jim Jones, but Jim Jones is not a competitor for Jay-Z. He's like, Jay's always done that for so many people. He did it for the game. There's a bunch of stuff. Anyway, what Common did wrong here, right? So Drake dropped Stay Scheming, right? It's like, it's funny when the gods start acting like the bras. Let's go back to Drake Stay Scheming. He basically was talking to Common the whole time. Number one, let's keep in mind this was a hit song. Keep in mind Drake stole the song with the verse that he had, right? So if we go back to it, right? This whole verse by Drake was just fucking immaculate. Not only did it play as a hit song, it was very direct to Common. It bothers me when the guys get to act like the broads. Guess every team don't come complete with the niggas like ours. By the way, there was an ongoing feud with Drake and Common. Common at that time was also dealing with Serena Williams, who Drake also was linked to, and that was actually even one of the source of, or even the sentiment behind some of these bars here. And I'll try to break it down real quickly because it's not what we're talking about, but just to give you some context of why Common lost, right? Because I know some of y'all are thinking, well, Ak, if you're saying Kendrick's going to be really tough for Drake, and we think he lost versus Pusha T, he's definitely going to lose because he lost also versus Common. He didn't lose versus Common. He beat Common. And also, I think Common lacked a little bit of passion, too, in going back and forth with him. But Drake starts, it bothers me when the guys get to act like the bras, gets every team don't come complete with niggas like ours. That's why I see no need to compete with niggas like y'all. I just ask you when you see me, just speak up, nigga, that's all. Don't be ducking like you never wanted nothing. Feel like rap changed. It was a time it was rugged. Back when a nigga reached, it was for the weapon. Now niggas reach just to sell 8 records. Spaghetti bolognese in the polo lounge. Me and my G from DC, that's how we roll around. Might look light, but we heavy though. You think Drake will pull some shit you never know. $1 million meeting in the polo lounge. Me and my man Oliver North. So I roll around. Shorty want to tell me secrets about a rap nigga. Starts jabbing him about Serena Williams. This is where Drake has always been. He's always had the upper hand. And by the way, I think this is one of the things where Drake is, I don't know if it's a character flaw or a character plus for him. Drake other than his baby mother, who somehow he's like, Drake is the only nigga that got his baby mama so much in check. She ain't say one thing ever since they like reconciled with her. She's never embarrassed that nigga one time. Like, she's just kind of gracefully changed her life, and she's like the best mother ever. You'll see her on fucking Instagram just posting, look at Adonis painting, look at Adonis playing basketball, like the perfect mother. It's like a potential chink in Drake's armor, which could have been like his baby mama. Imagine if his baby mama was running around like a scallywag in niggas' music videos getting piped out, just whatever. Would look crazy for Drake. I don't know how Drake did it. I don't know how much money he gave her, but she has been amazing. Anyway, what Drake is good at, Drake fucks with you usually. Think about when he was fucking with Tyga. He said, Tyga, act your age, not your girl's age. Ooh, jab to the gut. That was about Kylie. Drama, fucked his girl. Dissing Joe. He said, I took Shorty out to vacation. One of Joe's girl at the time supposedly had, or previously, he had taken out to some vacation. Drake's he'll fuck with you with the girl of your dreams. That's why Meek snapped. Yo, the girl of your dreams ain't a thing to me type shit. Didn't he say that? He said it on Rico. Drake, I heard Meek is wilding out, just punching in the air. See how that turned out? Drake knows how to fuck with a nigga, right? So how does Drake fuck with Common? Yo, Shorty want to tell me secrets about a rap nigga. I tell her it's more attractive when you hold it down. Kobe lost 150 ends. Kobe, my nigga, I hate to be him. Chicky wasn't with me shooting in the gym, right? Then he goes crazy. Common made this mistake right here. And, did he fuck with Ye with about, like, he was flirting with, I might have, you know what I mean? Basically was giving directions to the house, acting like he was fucking Kim. Like, yo, Drake is a devious nigga. So Drake is a person, he knows how to fuck with you, fuck with your mental, fuck with your sleeping patterns. You're not gonna, look, when Drake was trying to get a Pusha T, look, what did Drake do? Nigga, look I'm giving you his fucking secret sauce. When he was trying to fuck with Pusha T, what did he do? Duppy Freestyle. He literally mentioned, he said Virginia Williams. Who was that? That was, look, Virginia. He said, and I'm going to let it ring on you like Virginia Williams. That was Pusha T's fiance at the time. Drake is so fucking maniacal. He knows if I just drop this in the mix about the love of your life, you can't sleep. I might just make it seem like maybe me and your girl linked, even if they didn't. Yo, your girl want me. I fucked your girl. Ruins any man. It takes you down. It almost handicaps you, even the biggest warrior. If you got to think, this is why before men go to war, usually back in the ancient days, they separate you from your family, that you got to go bond with the other troops and the other warriors. Because if you got to think about your girl and, you know what I mean, and you're like, it softens you a little bit as a man. You can't operate at the optimal, like, you know, cutthroat capacity. So when Drake is dealing with people, he's always fucking with their loved ones, livelihood, all that type of shit, which, by the way, is so interesting. I'm gonna tell you why it's interesting. Remember why he said he mentioned Pusha T's fiance? Then when Pusha T mentioned 40, he said, oh, that wouldn't cross the line. Even though, you know, all respect to 40, I love 40, and, you know, I know he suffers from MS. But still, Drake mentions your wife, you supposed to take that. You mentioned his friend that's suffering from a disease, of course. He was like, nah, I can't let it rock. So, anyway, cool. So we're seeing Drake MO. He's always going to get at your lady. Okay, let me just finish up the Common thing, and then we get right back to it. Common did one of the fatal mistakes. When a nigga drops a hit song, you can't respond to him with a remix to the hit song, because the hit song is going to get outplayed. Common reacted or responded on the Stay Scheming beat. Okay? That's a big problem already. The beat is already legendary and a hit song from what Drake, Rick Ross did. What Drake, Rick Ross and French did. Why are you doing a remix to that? Second of all, you put it in the frame of fans looking at your song versus the original song and say which is more successful, and you're going up against a hit song. He should have dissected Drake on a lyrical level, which, by the way, he tried to on the song, but he used the wrong beat. He should have came with a different, complete palette and really broke Drake down. He didn't do it. Pusha T did. That's the thing. So that's why Pusha T is successful, if you ask me. Common was not successful. Now we're back to Kendrick Lamar. All right, let's get to it. Okay. So did we played this already, right? Cool. I think we did, right? Yeah, did we?
And elevated too much?
Nah, I think we did. Okay, perfect. Let me see what y'all talking about. All right, chat. Hey, I gotta warn y'all right now. Hey, we're doing. If y'all looking for Meek Mill roasting other rap topics, we're gonna get to them. But I'm gonna be honest with you, we're probably got like another hour and a half, maybe 2. We're dissecting this beef. We're gonna be looking up everything. So if you're into this whole Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick, we got a whole Avengers universe going on. We have Future. We have motherfucking Metro Boomin. Everything is fitting into place. Trust me. That's what we're going to be breaking down. Okay, so let's break down this verse real quick. It says, Kendrick starts off by saying, these niggas talking out their necks. Don't pull no coffin out your mouth. I'm way too paranoid for a threat. That's interesting. Who's threatening Kendrick, though? I don't think nobody's threatening him. He said, hey, let's get it, bro. D.O.T., the money, power, respect. The last one is better. I say there's a lot of goofies with a check. He not talking about Aubrey, is he? Aubrey ain't no goddamn goofy. You think he's talking about Drake right here? Nah, he ain't talking about Drake. There's a lot of goofies with a check. Nah, I don't think that's about Drake. I mean, I hope them sentiments symbolics. My temperament bipolar, I choose violence. Ooh. The sentiment symbolic. I think he's alluding to that big 3 talk. It's like, it's a sentiment that matters. Yeah, you're in the big 3, J. Cole. Here's my thing. Remember when there was supposed to be a J. Cole and J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar mixtape? There was a time that there was supposed to be a mixtape of them coming out, right? They were supposed to do like a tape, right? And it never came out, or a collab album, but it never came out. They did do like they dropped a song or like 2, and we were waiting for it, but we never got the full thing. I remember Black Friday was one of them. We never got the full thing. Where did their relationship go? I remember watching, I believe J. Cole's manager, his name is like Ibrahim. Let me see what he's saying on Twitter right now. Ibrahim, J. Cole, Twitter. Let's go to his. Okay, this is J. Cole's manager right here. Let me see if he said anything that's purposeful. He said, bitch, I'm on my shit. Okay, this is old. Damn. Yo, Kendrick got everybody on mute. Holy shit. Yeah, he ain't seen a motherfucking thing. He's just preparing for Dreamville Fest. Okay. So Kendrick looked like he's never been down with this like big 3 talk. Like, fuck that shit. That's why he's saying, I hope the sentiment's symbolic, which means, oh, okay, I'm part of the big 3. He said, I hope that's symbolic. But my temperament is bipolar. I choose violence. Hey, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. Who said it? By the way, these are expert lyricists. So when they say any line, we have to think about it, dissect it. What could it mean? Double meanings. Is it relating to a particular bar that someone else has? Has anybody rapped, as J. Cole or Drake rapped about, their problem recently? Niggas clicking up but cannot be legit. No 40 water. Tell them. Get up with me. Fuck sneak this in. First person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. Hey, by the way, what he keeps alluding to, and you see he alludes to it here with the, I hope the sentiment is symbolic, and even here, he's basically alluding to, and even with the 3 switches portion, he keeps, the moniker or the thing that keeps coming up consistently is 3. He keeps using 3. Which, I'm going to be honest with you, I really feel like this is more of a shot at J. Cole than Drake, because I don't feel like Drake is ever really, I mean, he has at times, but I feel like he's more jacked like, yo, I'm top 2, not 2. I think he's almost like, he rapped on Scene Green. He's like, yo, I'm known as the GOAT. Like, he's not the guy like, I'm known as the top 3. He doesn't say that. I'm known as the GOAT. It's me, right? Like, we all know first person shooter, J. Cole lyrics. Famously, J. Cole rapped about the top 3. And by the way, I won't say it was corny, because, like, to keep it real, Cole snapped on that. But, it if every time you proclaim how good you are, you gotta lump 2 other niggas in it, maybe you're using them to validate yourself, right? So let's go to J. Cole's lyrics on this, right? Actually, let's go to Drake lyrics. So this is first person shooter, which, by the way, clearly Kendrick took this as disrespect. Now I'm not sure if he just took the collaboration as disrespect. Did he take the title as disrespect? Because the title is first person shooter, right? Give me 1 second. Hold on. Okay. Okay. So the title is first person. I'm not sure if it's a title that got, Kendrick probably a little triggered, or maybe it's just a collaboration, given the fact of what they're talking about on this record. But let's go. Okay, cool. This is J. Cole right here. First person shooter mode. We turning your song into a funeral to them niggas that said that they want us off. You better be talking about working in cubicles. Them boys had it locked, but I knew the code. A lot of niggas debating my numeral, not the 3, not the 2. I'm the UNO. Ooh, I like when Cole talks like this. Yeah, but it gets negated because he mentions 2 other niggas later on. You know what I mean? Anytime he mentions himself as the number 1, he then always mentions Drake. Like, what the fuck, nigga? Just be like, nigga, I'm the best. These niggas under me. Everybody. Like, don't even specify Drake. Everybody. Right? He says, numero uno, me and Drizzy, this shit like the Super Bowl, man. This shit damn near big as a what? Big as a what? Okay, cool. Then Drake comes in, and listen how Drake gives it up. But he says, big as a Super Bowl, but the difference is just 2 guys playing shit that they did in the studio. Niggas usually send their verses back to me and they be terrible, just like a 2-year-old. I love dinner with some fine woman when they start debating about who the GOAT. I'm like, go ahead, say it then. Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who you bitches rooting for? Like a kid that act bad from January to November. Nigga, is just you and Cole, right? And then Cole comes with his crazy verse. He says, yo, niggas so thirsty to put me in beef, dissecting my words and start looking too deep. I look at the tweets and start sucking my teeth. I'm letting it rock because I love the mystique. I still want to get me a song while I can't trust everything that you see on IG. Just know if I diss you, I'd make sure I hit you like I'm on your caller ID. That's also an interesting bar right there. So he's basically saying if I'm going to diss somebody, I'm going to be direct. He says, I'm naming the album The Fall Off. It's pretty ironic because it ain't no fall off for me. Still in this bitch getting bigger. They waiting on the kid to come drop like a father to be. Love when they argue the hardest MC. Is it K-Dot? And this is where I didn't like what he did. You mentioned Kendrick first. Love when they argue the hardest MC. But you already name another nigga first. Is it K-Dot? Is it Aubrey or me? We the big 3 like we started a league, but right now I feel like Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali. The one that they call when they shit ain't connected no more, feel like I got a job in IT. Rhyming with me is the biggest mistake. The Spider-Man meme is me looking at Drake. It's like we recruited your homies to be demon deacons. We got a 10 in your wake. Hate out the game, got away from the bars, man. This shit like a prison escape. And I think this is where it might be a slight diss to Kendrick. Everybody steppers, well, fuck it. Then everybody breakfast, and I'm about to clear up my plate. So everybody steppers. I don't think that, even though, Kendrick had an album called Mr. Morales and the Big Steppers, I don't think that he was talking about Kendrick, though. Like, you got to realize steppers is just that's what everybody been talking about when it comes to, like, just gangsterism. You know what I mean? Like, even drill music. Yo, you a stepper, blah, blah. Like, I don't think that was directed at Kendrick, but I could see how it could have been taken like it was directed at Kendrick, right? Again, remember, these guys are expert lyricists. There's no line wasted. If somebody says something, they meant it. Somebody said, go back to Cole and Yachty verse. We're going to get there, too. It said, everybody steppers, well, fuck it. Everybody breakfast. I'm about to clear up my plate. When I show up, it's motion picture blockbuster, the GOAT with the gold pen, the golden pen, the top toucher, the spot rusher, spray this whole shit up, the crop duster, not rusher, but apply pressure to your cranium. Cole's automatic when we aiming them with the boy in the status, a stadium. That was crazy. Okay. And then here, I think Drake just rapped about bitches. He didn't really say nothing much. He says, I'm about to click up. He said, I clicked the trigger on this shit. Yeah, he didn't really say nothing. Okay. I really hate that you've been selling them some false dreams. Man, if your pub was up for sale, I'll buy the whole thing. Will they ever give me flowers? Well, not, of course not. Yeah, he ain't really say nothing. Okay. Now, here's the thing that we're going to realize that's also in Kendrick's verse. This was a gut shot to Drake. Like, really, it's one of them shits you punch him in the fucking gut. Like, right here. Drake has been obsessive with comparing his career trajectory to Michael Jackson. You know? Like, you know, he mentioned way before, he said he crossed over to the other side, but he ain't had to die. He's always said that him and Michael Jackson have something in common. Now, after remember he was supposed to pass that record for Michael Jackson, that's why he says right here, he says, will they ever give me my flowers? Well, of course not. They don't want to have that talk as a sore spot. They know the one they got to boycott. I told Jimmy Jen I use a Grammy as a doorstop. Girl gave me some head because I need it, and I fuck with you, then after I might eat it. What niggas talking about when this gonna be repeated? What the fuck, bro? I'm one away from Michael, nigga. Beat it, nigga. Beat it. What? Beat it, beat it, beat it, right? And that's obviously, alluding to Michael Jackson's song, Beat It, right? So Drake has always kind of seen himself in a weird parallel with Michael Jackson, which is kind of good, because, again, he is the Michael Jackson of rap. I'm not going to say he's Michael Jackson of pop because that's Taylor Swift. Anyway, here's the thing. If we go back to Kendrick's verse, if we look at the last part of it, right? He says, niggas clicking up can't be legit, no 40 water tell him. Oh, yeah, it said, fuck sneak this and first person shooter. I hope they came in with 3 switches. And then let's just finish here. He says, motherfuck the big 3. Nigga, it's just big me. Nigga, bum, what? I'm really like that. And your best work is a light pack. Nigga, Prince outlived Mike Jack. Ooh. So it's almost like Kendrick is saying, I'm Prince, you're Michael Jackson. And it's kind of a weak comparison, but it works in the lyrics because do I think Prince is greater than Michael Jackson? No. But did he outlive Michael Jackson? Yeah, by like a few years. Like, is that like a thing to brag about? But I do think there's a portion of that. If you go back, and now this is where we're gonna get a little bit deep in. No Diddy. Prince shades Michael Jackson. They had a feud their entire time. Let's give while both were living, especially Prince. Another step
to record it, because Prince.
This line of that song is your buddy's line. Now I said, who gonna sing that to whom? Because you sure ain't singing it to me, and I sure ain't singing it to you. So right there we got a problem.
There we go. This is
What was in my trailer? Yes, sir.
They're both roughly, the same size. You have both have the high pitched sound.
Because it's, he may know something none of us really know. And just like, let's wait and see. Let's wait it out. Let's just wait it out. You never know, right? You just never. Ultimately, we all got to come back home. So let's just make a home for everybody.
Okay. So, without boring you with all the details, and I know if we could get into it if you want to, but we were trying to advance the story that we could really power in on this beef and make sure we understand everything. So Prince and Michael Jackson, there was always a competitive thing. I'm calling it a beef, but they weren't gonna slap each other, nothing like that. But there was a lot of shade if you ever heard Prince talk about even Michael Jackson, and kind of likewise, even though Michael Jackson seemed to be very more. He was liberal. He always gave it up a little bit more. He didn't seem like he was hateful. But Prince didn't seem like he was hateful neither. But this is what many would say about Prince and Michael Jackson. Prince was the quintessential artiste. Okay? I mean, there's a point that Prince actually changed his name to artist. Prince is seen as just the artist, while Michael Jackson is seen as a great artist, but it was just seen as the most popular, most talented, I guess, all-around artist, if that makes sense. And using that reference kind of showcases maybe how Kendrick sees himself versus Drake. He's like, yeah, you're the pop guy that you might have all the fans and everything, but when it comes down to just bars and rhymes, and when it comes down to just lyrics and just this pen game, I'm the guy. I'm the artist. I'm Prince. You're Michael Jackson, but I'm Prince. If you ask anyone, Prince was the truth. You get what I'm saying? And I know I have somewhat of a young audience that sometimes watches me, so somebody might be like, "What the fuck?" I don't know what the context was, but that was the sentiment. And somebody, if you know about that kind of rivalry, you could co-sign if I'm telling the truth. There was a rivalry of some sorts, Prince and Michael Jackson, but Prince was known as the guy who was more of the pure musician, the artist, the guy who never compromised. He was the guy who went against the record labels for some unfair practices. And rather than just, quote unquote, maybe some people would call it selling out, he actually put his integrity on the line, and he would actually sacrifice his music or not even dropping music because he wouldn't get taken advantage of. While you could probably say maybe opposite for Michael Jackson. Not that he didn't stand for anything, but that was a stark distinction, if you guys get what I'm saying. You get what I mean? Also, Prince was known as a perfectionist. I seen somebody just mention that. Maury, what's up with you, bro? Prince was known as a perfectionist. Michael Jackson, not saying he didn't make very amazing, perfect works, but that wasn't the output for Michael Jackson compared to Prince. People would always say Prince would take time because he wants to put out the perfect thing, rather than Michael Jackson, who was putting out stuff for the world to consume, whether it was perfect or, just hugely popular. If you think about Drake and Kendrick, you will see why Kendrick would kind of think he's more like Prince, while Drake, okay, we get you with the Michael Jackson thing, even though some of y'all see on the chat saying Drake shouldn't compare himself to Michael Jackson. Cool. All right. Bet. We're still going through Paranoid for Threat. Okay, here we go. It says, okay. So we were here. Fuck sneak this in first person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. Now, before we get to the other part, we have to remember that this, at least at first, right, where he says, it's like goofy. No, not goofy with the but like, I hope them sentiments symbolic. My temperament's bipolar. I choose violence. Right? He seems like he's talking about his big 3 thing, which J. Cole has popularly kind of claimed. Let's go back to J. Cole's secret recipe. We're trying to collect lyrics of why Kendrick reacted the way he did, and try to find some of the stems and the source of like where all this, animosity or altercation, or maybe it's just competitive edge, but we're going to try to figure out where it is. Okay, this is Yachty and Cole. Cole comes in second verse. He said, Cole and Yachty coming for the respect. Come and pay your debt. Just like a travel pillow, we at your neck for the way you slept. This nuance, but I see hella influence in the way you dress, the way you sound, the way you move. You trying to stay abreast in all the latest flows and all the latest tones from Generation X. Y'all chasing relevance is evidenced by the way you step. As for me, I cook so masterfully, ain't gotta pay a chef. I'm older now, but still, I'm cutting edge like a bayonet. From out the Ville, we OSHA certified, we gotta wear our vests. Too many homicides, a lot of sliding, they're good at making decks. Thanks to God, I made it out the city. Most would say I'm blessed. The greatest flex that I made a milli. I feel like I'm Bangladesh. I hate the press refusing interviews when they request. Niggas fake progressive and woke. I start saying less. I had to stop it. Peeped how much they profit off racial stress. Some activists got so rich, they probably wish we stayed oppressed. Oh, that's interesting. That's not going at Kendrick, though, is it? Yeah, I don't think. Okay, good. Ooh. Here's another thing with steppers. Studio steppers moving extras on song. Faking rep. Ooh. Remember, this, I think this is definitely after the album by Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Morales and the Big Steppers. Okay, studio steppers moving extra on songs, faking rep. Only Breaking Bad in the lab, thought y'all was making meth. Niggas making threats and I laugh, cause you ain't a threat. Don't ask how I feel about no rappers. Shit, they okay, I guess. Ooh. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Kendrick took a lot of this shit personal. I don't know if it was aimed at him, but I think he took from right here going down. I think Kendrick took all this shit personal. Incoming call, press the button, the one that say accept. He FaceTime, asked for a feature, and saw the face of death. I'm on your song, your streams going up, not quite the Drake effect, but don't complain, bitch, take what you get and cut the label check. My table's set, I dine on your favorite, one verse will take his breath. I probably put more niggas on pause than Cam and Mason Beth. My agent got a whole lot of calls, it's like he paid a ref. These bitches out here looking like Steph. On the late contest, wide open, shooting a shot. Don't even waste your breath. I've been stop fucking with you thoughts. Ain't got no patience left. Save that shit for one of them niggas that rock the fake protects. My paper stretched like a Laker before you break a sweat. Signed, the greatest yet. That was a good fucking verse. Holy shit. Okay. This is what I'm kind of looking for, right? Who called him a bum? Look. He said, motherfuck the big three. It's just big me. Nigga, bum? What? I'm really like that. Who called him a bum? Who called him a bum, chat? Chat, who called him a bum? Feel like I'm missing something. Who called Kendrick a bum? Somebody said somebody said you. Did I? I did. Somebody said it's an ad-lib. Somebody says ad-lib. Somebody says show me the guy. No, he didn't. Oh. Somebody says bum was a sound effect, not a bar. Okay. Nigga, okay, what I'm really like that. And your best work is a light pack. Now, here's the thing. I believe this is a cranium shot. This is from 3,000 feet away. This is a sniper shot. From elevation 2 miles above sea level. In the middle of a war zone. Straight to Drake. This ain't that cold. He says your best work is a light pack. Oh my God. Now, this is a little conflicting if it is at Drake, which we believe is at Drake. Because Drake's best work, Kendrick's featured on. What would that be? Take Care. The album. There's an interlude on there called Buried Alive. That is solely Kendrick Lamar. By the way, we all acknowledge that this album is classic. Somebody said, I'm reading it wrong. They said your best work is a light pack. That's not about Drake's catalog. It's about who Drake has beef with and beat. Like maybe Meek Mill. Like, yo, like your best work in a beef is a light pack. Meaning like the person, the only nigga you beat is light. I don't think that's that though. I think he's talking about his catalog, bro. Right? I think he's talking about his catalog. Ovio Andre says Kendrick only the hot topic when he's talking about Drake. I can't say that because when Drake dropped provocative lines, he's a hot topic too. Like Drake mentioned Meg Thee Stallion in a slick bar. He was a hot topic for that. Now, granted, Drake has more hit songs than Kendrick, clearly. But Drake does kind of sneak diss people too. And when he does do that, it's trending. We do know that, right? Somebody said, nah, this is at J. Cole. I don't think so. I think it's at Drake. Here's the thing, though. I could understand if Kendrick was like, your recent work was maybe light, but your best work, which we all know is an album you're featured on, Then he says, nigga, Prince outlived Mike Jack. Nigga, for all your dogs getting buried. Now, this is a clear, let me hear how he rapped it. This is at Drake's, yo, Drake, he might as well just called you out your name. He said, nigga, before all your dogs, he literally named your album. Nigga, for all your dogs getting buried. That's a K. Yo, and by the way, that's a fucking bar. He said, nigga, for all your dogs getting buried, that's a K with all these nines. he gonna see Pet Cemetery. K9, oh my God. Then he's basically saying he's down to bury this nigga Drake and bury anybody with him. Because he's literally saying, for all your dogs getting buried, that's a K with all these 9s. He's going to see a Pet Cemetery. Whoa. Drake, take a month and a half to respond to this. Yeah. No quick responses. None of that. For all your dogs getting buried, that's a K. Oh my God. Fuck. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I see the propaganda is already starting to spread. The propaganda is already starting to spread. Niggas said this was Drake last night in Miami. Looking stressed out as a motherfucker. I've never seen Drake actually look his age till here. Like, Drake actually looked 38. Like, Drake actually looked elderly. I've never seen Drake usually look very, like, and by the way, to be fair, this is probably like some candid picture. He was probably smiling the entire time. Like, this is like one picture that fits the narrative, and I'm pretty sure he was happy the whole time. You know what I mean? I hope he was happy the whole time. I'm like, yo, this look crazy. But I'm pretty sure this is taken out of context. There's another picture with it, and it shows him, which I ain't gonna lie, it goes into the narrative if he's listening to some shit on the headphones. Let me ask y'all a question. What is the chances y'all believe that Drake heard this verse before? You have to realize, like, this industry, people talk. Like, people know, like, oh, yo, so-and-so finna drop. So-and-so about to diss so-and-so. Like, yo, I heard this. They played this for me. This shit was crazy. He talking crazy about so-and-so. Drake, I'm pretty sure Drake knew this was coming. He had to know this was coming, right? I'm not saying that, obviously, like, Future or Metro told him, but, like, somebody must have heard this and tipped him off. Like, yo, bruh, that nigga went crazy on you. Right? Now, we got to find let's see if we can find a video of Drake last night. Drake, Miami. There's no way Drake was looking all sad last night. What the fuck? Now, I'm going to give you another interesting perspective of all of this. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh, finally we have, like, footage, nigga. Here we go. Does he look sad? Does he look sad, chat? That's it? Oh, we got too much. Let's try if we get another angle or something. Can't really tell from that. That was a very, very short video. Okay, here we go. This is another one. Here we go. So I guess it'll be this. Does he look sad? He looks sad, Chad? Look. He looks sad? Look like he's ducking. He's kind of ducking, like, the pictures, right? He's not looking too sad, type shit, right? Is he looking sad? No. It's another one? No, it's the same one. It's the same one. Is Ultra? That's what he was in Miami for? Yeah, Ultra. Let me just... yeah, I think those are the only two. Okay. Interesting. I don't think he's sad. Okay. All right. So I don't know if you heard that, but I got to think that Drake is probably he's at an interesting point. he's at an interesting point. Drake has always been able to damn near, with one exception, and I think it's The Weeknd. He's been able to convince people to not like the other person that didn't like him or who he may have been going at or they may have been in opposition. With The Weeknd, I think he played it very hazy because The Weeknd just had a big-ass audience and they shared such a mutual audience. With Meek, it was just easy, as I told you before. But with this one, if we're thinking about Kendrick, Metro, and Future, like, that's kind of pushing it, right? Somebody says, yo, check the DM. Oh, that's my boy Grand. Shout out to Grand. Yo, shout out to hey, by the way, shout out to all my industry niggas who watch this. I ain't gonna call y'all names. I don't want to make it hot for y'all. Yo, niggas say, yo, this is the type of streams we love when you do, because you're like a scholar with it. Hey, listen, you gotta realize all the beef and all the like crime shit that we eventually do really stem from here. Like, I blew up off fucking getting lyrics, which is just words on a song, and fucking finding out everything about it and just being meticulous about finding out every little thing that we can to kind of, because again, yo, my stream is for super fans. If you just want to listen to these songs once in a while, cool. If you want to like really be tapped in, this is what we're here for. Okay, cool. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh, no. No. Yo, chat. Yo, we got it all broken down. Here we go. All right, chat. So here we go. Check this out. This is allegedly the moment. Now, again, I'm saying allegedly, but we have strong proof. We got niggas in the club hitting me saying, this was the moment. Remember, this song dropped at midnight. Where was Drake at midnight? Look, chat. Drake was in Miami at a place called Kiki on the river. They say this is Drake in the back right here on his phone. His phone going. Niggas like, yo, Kendrick violated you. Yo, that nigga called you a bitch. That nigga say, yo, you a light pack, you trash. That nigga say, yo, he about to fuck the big three. He about to violate y'all niggas. They said this is Drake on his phone. Real talk. Damn, my boy. Oh, nah. Yeah, he locked in. That's what I want my GOAT to do, though. Yeah, Drake, get out of that club. Listen, them scallywags gonna be here next week. Get out of that club. Go lock back in. Go get 15 scented candles, my nigga. Go get a motherfucking Bible. Go get like one of these, like, go get Boy Wonder vinyls. Go get, what's that new nigga name? Binks or whatever his name is. Get them niggas, lock them in the embassy, and just cook up bars. That's all we need. Nigga, just go get the scented candles, gang. Let's get back on our Grizzly. You ain't gonna find a hit song in Kiki on the river. Get out of this club, bruh. This is how I want my GOAT to be. Word? You can imagine Drake holding his phone like he wanted to fucking crush it with his bare hands. He looking at this bitch ass nigga Kendrick, man. This pussy nigga had 8 years to shoot at me. But he chose now. Yeah. Yo, you see that little rock right here? That's the nigga who like, yo, I told niggas not to fuck with me. You see this right here? Oh, he gonna fuck Kendrick up. Yeah, he gonna fuck Kendrick up. You see how dedicated he is looking at his phone? He's gonna fuck Kendrick up. He's gonna fuck Kendrick up. You got bitches behind him trying to show him they tits. Bitches throwing bras at him. You got homeless niggas over there like, yo, could you listen to my mixtape? You got hanger-ons trying to drink out the bottles that Drake done bought for the section. You got other hoes trying to record him on the sneak, and Drake is glued to the phone because he can't believe the unmitigated gall, the fucking, the audacity of motherfucking a nigga who goes by the name Kung Fu Kenny to attack the GOAT in the ninth inning. After that nigga just gave us back-to-back tours, back-to-back-to-back albums, that nigga Penn been on a world tour. He finally took a break. And now, you want to diss the fucking GOAT? Why you ain't diss me when I was in album mode? I announced I'm taking a break, you dissing? What? You rap every 5 years and you come with this bullshit now? Yo, Drake in the club looking like he about to do the Thanos snap, man. Get rid of half the rap game. Fuck it. Hell's going on out here? I like this. This is how dedicated I want my favorite rapper to be. Yo, Drake, no more Turks. No more. Yachty, stay in Atlanta. Hey, Brooke, whatever your name is, go hang with Lotto. Go twerk over there. It's wartime. No distractions on the fucking field. All y'all niggas been watering down my GOAT. We need my nigga in prime form. Women and children back up. Bender done, no more skits. It's over. It's time for beef. It's time for war. Bobby Alsdorf, get your dumb ass out the party. It's time for war. No more features. No more shout outs. No more cosigns. None of that. Y'all got the boy back. Y'all wanted it? Fine. Fuck it. Fuck it. You got it. Fuck it. Fuck it. That's what I'm talking about. It's looking good already. Hey, y'all producers want to go kill a nigga career? Send the beat packs to OVO 40. Let's get it going on quickly. Quickly! Sexy Red, no more twerking. Fuck what you got going on. Get over here. It's wartime. No, nigga. It's time of war right now. I like this. I like this. It's how my GOAT should be in the club. Focused. Unfazed. We don't care what song was playing. These bitches vibing out. Fuck that. Look at these fucking whores doing cocaine off of each other's titties. It's my GOAT. That's what he doing. What? He might have been writing a response right here. Now it looked like he was typing. Oh shit! The GOAT might have been writing some bars right there. That's what my GOAT should do. Y'all know he wrote that whole, hey, put like this. If y'all don't think Drake the GOAT, Drake, Bahamas, what's that white boy name? We ain't hear from him since. I ain't gonna lie to you. Jack Harlow, where you been at, nigga? Drake wrote his whole verse in 13 minutes while bitches was twerking and while he was drinking a cocktail. I've never seen such a thing before, nigga. Let's see if we can find it. I think that was in Bahamas. Drake, Jack Harlow, Bahamas. Where is it at? Right here. This is how the boy get when he's writing a classic. Look. This nigga looking over his shoulder trying to get some bars. This is how you get. This is how you get this type of song, my nigga. This is how you get a song like Cold Hearts and Heated Floors. No parental guidance, I just see divorce. Therapy session, I'm in the waiting room reading forms. Abandonment issues, I'm just getting treated for. How much water can I fit under the bridge until it overflows? My son gotta learn that forgiveness is a lonely road. The crib's on his wheel like motor homes. Niggas love to try and test us. Like they know what we are. Trump's got the magazine cover like Rolling Stones. Holy! This is how he wrote it. The GOAT. The nigga was waiting for a jet ski to pull up. The nigga was waiting for a jet ski. The nigga was doing water sports. Imagine what he's gonna do to motherfucking Kendrick Lamar. Look at this nigga trying to get some bars. Where's the full video of that shit? Yo, that'd be a great story, dog.
Yeah, that's.
Don't tell me. That's that bop. That's that bop. Yo, if Drake write a classic diss to Kendrick while techno is playing in the background, some house music, the fucking GOAT. Come on. He was writing a verse like, yo, imagine Drake's writes one of the best verses in the last 10 years in 11 minutes just right. I've always said, though, like...
you get too excited when you talk about Drake.
Bro, I like... Shut up, Yachty! Respectfully, I love you. This is hip-hop! Sorry! This shit get me excited! This shit get me excited. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. I'm excited. I'm excited. It's like watching your favorite player get a chance to prove himself once again. And you know he's great. You know he's done so much, but you always want him to do it again. I just want to see Drake do it again. Oh, I want to see him do it versus, it's like the first time, let me see. Name two great people within an era that never went against each other, and then they finally did. They finally did. Would that be the same, like when we first saw LeBron go against Curry? Would it be that? I don't know. Okay. All right, hold on. All right, bet. Then we got mad shit. Hold on. Okay, cool. Damn, this fucking verse was so good. Yo, this nigga went crazy. Chubbs got the magazine cover like Rolling Stones because we know how they rock. They throwing stones. Whenever you getting bigger, they growing pains. I got enough to put the city, I got enough pull to make the city start throwing games. I'm out here making a mockery. I got my realtor out here playing Monopoly. How can I address you when you don't know property? They only finesse you when you don't move properly. Destined for the win, but you don't get a prize out of me. I'm destined for the top, but you can't get a rise out of me. 750 for the round canaries, they glittering. Man, you niggas drop trash, you littering. I'm over delivering to the point it's belittling. I mean, the PTSD is triggering. The prophet is sickening. The stones are shimmering. Came from the north, but I got hot as fuck, ain't no shivering. Yeah, lucky me. People that don't fuck with me are linking up with people that don't fuck with me to fuck with me. This shit is getting ugly, and every situation is transactional, and everything they saying is irrational, and every way they move it is promotional. Everybody acting irreplaceable, but they not. Oh my God. Like they ain't disposable. My urges for revenge are uncontrollable. I know we getting older though. Yo, this should read like a poem. I know we getting older though, but I gotta get a nigga back for that. It's non-negotiable. It's not even debatable. I'm getting so rich, my music not even relatable. I blow her head up. It's an inflatable. Baby blue G class. I feel like a kid again. Praying on my downfall. Don't make you religious, man. All I hear is plug tall coming from middlemen. All I hear is tall tales coming from little men. When I say bitch, I'm rarely referring to women. Most of the bitches I know are niggas. They not even women. I know that sound like I'm being funny. I'm not even kidding. The same ones that say they run the game who are not even in it. To be honest, y'all financial situation is my biggest motivation, and how you should take that statement is based on what you making. Whips and chains like a dominatrix. If I see you, I spit in your faces. Daytonas with the green faces, Kentucky Derby races. My presence in the spot is so abrasive. Box at the Churchill Downs, that's motivation. Yeah, and shorty like, you know that boy Jack is going places. Drake is the GOAT. The fucking GOAT. The GOAT. Damn! Too good. Okay. Now, let's get back to it. So, where are we at? No. Okay. So, it's Metro Boomin, like... Is it like that or type shit? What's the name of the song again? I forgot the name of the song. Metro Boomin, Kendrick Future lyrics. I'll just look that up. Oh, it's like that, right? Cool. All right. Okay. So this is a lot going at Drake right here. This is kind of hard going at Drake. Now here's the thing about this too. The intro. Remember I told you this album felt symbolic. I'm not saying that these guys linked up to diss Drake. Clearly they have a long storied history beyond Drake. I mean, Metro and Future are just a thing at this point. They have linked up and done great, amazing work. You can't take that from them. But I do think the title of this project, We Don't Trust You, given the fact that if you've known that there's a very popular drop, if your Metro don't trust you, right? Which, obviously is a drop and kind of a saying, but we've never seen them capitalize necessarily on it. And they finally really sunk in and capitalized off of it. But it felt poignant, right? Like they were doing it for a reason. And the reason, even with let's go back. Let's look at the We Don't Trust You trailer. They dropped the trailer. The trailer looked like this.
Got a lot of fucking garbage ass rappers out here running around like.
Shout out to Prodigy.
These niggas ain't supposed to be rapping.
By the way, Havoc, I thank you for DMing me, man. What this kind of told me, it was more like, yo, really fuck these niggas. And it wasn't just like, oh, the general like, yo, fuck these niggas type of shit. It felt like it was almost like it's kind of matching up with even, again, Metro's tweet saying, pick a side. It looked like this is, again, I don't think Metro is like an aggressive person like that, but this is as aggressive he could get, where he's like, yo, this is the pick a side album, right?
We don't trust you niggas. We don't.
I don't trust no motherfucking body.
We don't.
Okay, the full one, I think I may have played it before. Prodigy, garbage rappers. Yeah, he went on a rant, man. I think he might have been. Here we go.
Like, yo, man, I could name a list of 100 corny ass rappers, yo, right now. Mad niggas from New York, you know what I mean? New Jersey, you know what I mean?
He was bombing on Joe Budden too.
Cali, everywhere. They all over the place, man. These corny ass niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm all deep to it, man. We from that era, man, where, yo, man, it's a select few, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a select few. And that's what it is today, man. I don't give a fuck. Ain't nothing changed, man. Always remember that. Ain't nothing changed, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You see, we still here doing it. Ain't nothing changed. You know what I'm saying? So, fuck all these niggas, man. You gonna see, I got the blog up and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Give us a
basically, like to me, I just don't listen to these niggas. You know what I'm saying? I prefer not to listen to this bullshit. I just prefer to listen to what I do.
Yo, this shit's funny.
I do what I do, and that's that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just certain shit I don't listen to, like niggas like Max B and like Jim Jones and Cam, like all that garbage shit. You know what I mean? All the Hell Rail shit. Like, I ain't into that shit. You know what I mean? Like Cassidy, certain niggas. I just ain't into certain niggas, man. You know, that might be your preference, but I'm trying to tell you, man. Rap is for a select few, man. Everybody not supposed to be rapping, man. So these niggas, a lot of these niggas need to cut it out, man. Do something else with yourself. Get something else popping, man. Leave our shit the fuck alone, man. You know what I mean? Look how long Mobb Deep do it for, man. Look how long Pete and Mobb Deep.
Yeah.
Look how long we go for. Look what we do for a living, man. We do this shit for a living. You niggas is playing games, man.
Right here.
Stop fucking playing games with how I eat and how I do my thing, man. Nigga, do something else. Nigga, go sell some drugs, nigga. Eat something with you.
Go sell some drugs. Imagine getting so annoyed at a nigga for being so garbage, you tell that nigga go sell some drugs.
Self, nigga. Go fucking paint a house. You know what I'm saying? Go paint a studio, nigga. Do something else in the music business. That's all I'm trying to say, man. You ain't got to go try to rap because you see P rapping, because you see Hav rapping. You know what I mean? Or whoever your favorite MC is. Stop it, man. You know what I mean? Do something else. Stop trying to do what everybody else doing, yo. You know, because I know that's what's going on. Because these niggas ain't supposed to be rapping. I mean, who really like these niggas? Who really like these niggas? Tell me. I want to know somebody that truly gonna buy a Saigon album or a True Life album or any of this bullshit these niggas is doing. Like, for real, man. Shit is corny, son. Man, cut it out. And I know a lot of people out there, they feel the same. They feel the way I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I used to fuck with Pun. That was my nigga. I fuck with Pun. I can't listen to a Fat Joe album. I don't buy that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I do. That's what I don't do. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I do for a living, man. And I don't buy into a lot of this bullshit. Like I said, you know what I mean? Me and Pun did songs together. You know what I mean? They slapped Joe on a couple of songs I was on, but I was never into Joe. I was never a Fat Joe fan. That's what I'm trying to tell you right now. Certain shit, I'm just P's not in.
Now, the reason I'm also playing this because the context behind it is he's saying that certain people shouldn't be rapping, but there's a lot of hate, bro. Like this nigga's hating. You know what I mean? God rest his soul. We love Prodigy, Mobb Deep. You know what I mean? Legendary group, but nigga, you could tell it's a little hate, bro.
Into, man.
And by the way, in the road, a little hate.
And these are the things that I'm not into. You know what I'm saying? Like you be the judge. I don't give a fuck how it's gonna make people feel or whatever, any of that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you how I feel. I'm being for real. I don't listen to you, nigga. Your shit is corny to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure somebody's shit is corny to you. All that other shit is garbage. That's what I mean, son. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of here, son. Shit is whack, son. Cut it out, please. Nobody's buying it. Nobody likes it. You're hurting our ears. That shit is annoying. Like, stop it, man. Just because niggas got a chain, some jewelry, and they dress like the motherfucking part they want to be, the rappers and shit. Like, cut it out. You know what I'm saying? Let the rap niggas do it. We the professionals, son. We professionals at what we do. Like, cut it out, son. Go fucking do some carpenting or something, man. You know what I mean?
Go do some carpenting.
Who's the most in this game right now?
Go roll a blunt. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, who bothers me the most?
Who's the worst?
The worst.
Who's the worst motherfucking rapper on the planet? Oh, God. I think Joe Buttons is on that line. He's on that edge right there being the worst. Like, Joe Buttons, like, you doing 1 million bars, 1 million mixtapes. Like, what the fuck is a mood music? You know what I'm saying? You doing murder music, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Joe, I love you, but yo, he was cooking. Nah, this thing went crazy. Nah.
Cut it out, son. Go fucking do some carpeting or something, man. You know what I mean?
Who bothers you the most in this game right now?
Go roll a blunt. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, who bothers me the most?
Who's the worst?
Who's the worst motherfucking rapper on the planet? Oh, God. I think Joe Buttons is on that line. He's on that edge right there being the worst. Like, Joe Buttons, like, you doing 1 million bars, 1 million mixtapes. Like, what the fuck is a mood music? You know what I'm saying? You doing murder music, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Cut it out, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. I don't listen to that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people think that's hot. Some people actually think that shit is hot. Like, but come on, who you gonna listen to? Demo P. Who the veterans? Who the seasoned veterans at this shit that can tell you what's hot and what's not? You know what I'm saying? There you have it, son. Man, I ain't on no hater shit. I ain't a hater. Do your thing, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But personally, your shit is not popping, son. That shit don't pop in the hood, man. I'm talking about the grimy niggas in the hood. I don't know what little supposed to be hood you from, but in the real hoods of America, that shit don't fly. We don't listen to that bullshit, son. You know, it's Mobb Deep, nigga. You know what I mean? G on it, that infamous, that gutter, that burnt biscuits, that motherfucking ice pick music, nigga. Oh, man, you know what I'm saying?
That nigga said he was making ice pick music.
Yeah, it's a lot of niggas I could say I don't feel, you know what I'm saying? But you gonna see what I'm talking about. I'll put it out there. It's all love, man.
One more thing. What about, the Fat Joe thing? People might think you're just getting on this because 50's going at Fat Joe, you know?
Oh, no, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Like, I don't got nothing personal against Fat Joe or nothing, you know what I'm saying? It's just...
Nah, that shit was hilarious. Okay, all right. Now, that was a good callback. So that was the first trailer. Now, here's the thing. I think the overlying thing where we got to try to figure out, right? Obviously, there's going to be certain little nuances or maybe disagreements or whatever that probably happen that we're not going to just know about or be privy to. But why the hell if Drake, Drake and Future have a diamond record. They probably have 2 by now, right? Let me see. I think High Off Life. Let's see. I think High Off Life is diamond. Let's look. Drake, Future, High Off Life, diamond. It's either diamond or got 1 billion streams. Look, officially diamond. I'm right. So, bro, they have a diamond record. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. You know what a diamond record is, right? Like, a diamond record in terms of just like money made is a record that's an 8-figure to 9-figure earner. Do you get what I'm saying? That's a shit ton of money of just one fucking record. So if I made a record like that with someone, which by the way was Future's record, Drake was a feature, bruh, even if we're not the best of friends, I want to still be at least alright or cool with this nigga that I could go perform this shit forever. Not that Drake needs to perform this record, but shit, that's a huge fucking record, right? They've also had Wait For You. I don't think that's diamond yet. Wait For You, billion streams. I think it's at 1 billion streams though. Wait For You probably is at 1 billion streams, or maybe nah. Let me see. It's probably 1 billion overall. Yeah, on Spotify I think it's at 400 and something. No, it's at 577 on Spotify. Yeah, on Spotify 577, which means it probably is. It's definitely at 1 billion because usually you double it to get Apple Music and then you got Amazon and all that other shit. Okay, so yeah, they have 2 really successful records. 2 that's definitely gonna go diamond. One's already diamond. So it's kind of alarming. Like, what would make those 2 fall out? Like, what would make those guys fall out? It's not like it's been a situation where one needs the other more than the other, or like one guy's just bringing the entire relationship. Drake has helped out Future. Future's helped out Drake. Do you get what I'm saying? So, what would make them fall out? That's the important thing to know. Now, if you go to the album, right? The intro track. Remember, I already played. This is the first trailer. Let's play the second trailer real quick. It's a short trailer. Not really much. However, it was interesting. So this is the intro track, right? And let me read the lyrics to it. Fake written all over you. Hate written all over you. Hate written all over you. Fake written all over you. Hate written all over you. Fake written all over you. Hate written all over you. Smiling faces sometimes pretend to be your friend. Smiling faces show no traces of evil that lurks within. Fake written all over you. Hater written all over you. Fake written all over you. Okay? Now, again, I'm not gonna attribute everything that they're saying to Drake, but we also got to just kind of think out loud, who would these bars be aimed at? So Future starts with basically, and actually, we got to go to verse 2, but we're going to go to the chorus first. So it says, if Young Metro don't trust you, I'm going to shoot you. We don't trust you niggas. We don't. And then it says, I don't trust any motherfucking body. We don't trust you niggas. We don't trust you. We don't trust you niggas. We don't trust you. Okay? Then, here's where the verse comes in. And this verse seems to be kind of poignant, right? Like it's also taking aim at somebody. You know what I mean? Whatever. So it says, you a nigga number 1 fan, dog. Sneak this and I don't understand, dog. Pillow talking, acting like a fed dog. I don't need another fake friend, dog. Can't be about a hoe, cause we sharing, dog. In your feelings, nigga, while you playing, dog. Give her back shots while she laying down. Keep the Glock cocked. I don't trust hoes. Top shotter going for the gusto. Like a real dog. Got a mud hoe. Got the low. You a John Doe. Bubble eyes. Benz on a hoe. Rapping so pretend you a hoe. 9-figure nigga. Tag a toe. Ain't no tapping in. Better blow. Tired of popping pills, but he blessed. Flash a couple M's on my chest. Ain't no sabotaging, little finesse. We was in the field placing bets. Okay. Now, the important part of this is kind of like these first couple of bars, which everybody is thinking that Future might be dissing Drake. So, let's hear. You a nigga number 1 fan, dog. Which, do we think that goes to Drake? I wouldn't think so, right? But then he says, sneak this and I'll understand, dog. So it does seem like if that's an actual person, this is somebody who Future probably thought he was decently cool with, right? Pillow talking, acting like a fed dog. I don't need another fake friend, dog. Can't be about a hoe because we sharing, dog. Now, this is what at least Genius is saying, and I've heard a lot of rumors and a lot of people kind of confirm it to a certain extent. And I will be honest, because I can't verify this, I'm going to tell you I'm going off of external sources and what other people have said. If it was me that had a solid source, I would stand on it. So I'm going off other people's sources just to let you know in full transparency. So people say, yo, there's some rumors about Drake and Future having a feud over a girl. They said maybe Drake took Future's girl or something. Future keeps saying dog. It could be a clear reference to Drake's last album, For All the Dogs. Pluto is experiencing a fake friend, someone who betrayed him. Plus, Drake is known for shooting sneak disses, and a lot of time he ain't saying no exact names, only sneak shots. People are starting to theorize stuff might not be good for Drake and Pluto, who have a long history of working together and dropping their own joint projects. Now, again, in clarity, what I've heard, I didn't hear they were beefing. I just heard that, you know, Future may have felt some type of way about For All the her loss. Like, he was like, damn, I thought we would have done What a Time to Be Alive sequel rather than you going to do another joint album with someone else from Atlanta. Now, you might, again, we talked about this at the top of the show, where we're looking at like, nigga, why are you in your feelings if Drake does an album with someone else? You've done albums with many different people. Well, we don't know how that might have played out. Maybe Drake told him like, yo, bro, we about to tap in this summer. We only do the What a Time to Be Alive shit. Yo, clear your schedule. Whatever. We don't know if these conversations happen, but seemingly like maybe he had some expectation that if Drake was going to do a collab album, it was either going to be with him, or he felt that the way Drake handled that. And again, this is still speculation because neither of them have confirmed it publicly, but this has just been talks behind the scene, honestly, right? Cool. Now, here's where it gets a little messy, and this is where I gotta tell you, and I'm gonna warn you. I'm gonna warn you where by the way, shout out to my man. Yo, shout out to I gotta shout out to some of my people. Shout out to my man Sam Sneak on the check-in. Yo, Money Man on the check-in. Shout out to you, brother. Carl Cherry on the check-in. Shout out to you. Friday and his manager. Shout out to y'all on the check-in. I'm extremely honored that the industry cares about my breakdown, and hopefully y'all find it funny, or at least, you know what I mean, somewhat truthful too. You know what I mean? I don't want to just come up here and spit ducktails. Okay, so this part I am gonna say this is a little bit gossip. Okay, you know what I mean? So excuse me if I get a little Wendy Williams on y'all in here, but this is the rumor that people are saying. Okay. Now, again, I hate to like put people out there too. Let me see. I'm trying to get Oh, by the way, and here's the oh, never mind. We already posted that. Okay. Now, here's the interesting part about this, right? So Future is rapping about somebody who's a fake friend who probably is acting different because of a girl. He's saying, yo, you're sneak dissing, I don't get why. You're pillow talking, you acting like a fed. He said, I don't need another fake friend. He said, yo, it can't be about a girl because, yo, we be sharing these girls, right? He's like, yo, are you in your feelings? Which, by the way, remember, In Your Feelings, Drake has a song called In Your Feelings, right? Kiki, do you love me? Are you right? Okay, he has that song, right? So I don't know if Future, you know, I'm not trying to discredit Future as a lyricist, but, you know, hey, Future be having some bars too. I've always said people underrate how lyrically potent this dude Future is, and also how melodic and how he makes shit have some complexity but still sound good. He's not the nigga who needs to fucking I'm lyrically. He don't need to do that. He gonna make it sound mad smooth and digestible. No Diddy. You get what I mean? Okay, in your feelings, nigga, while you playing, dog, give her back shots while she laying down, keep the Glock cocked, I don't trust so, blah, blah, get it low like your John Doe. Okay, cool. Now, this is where another song that Drake had, which remember people said, well, if Drake and Future not seen eye to eye after her loss, why would Drake drop a song called What Would Pluto Do? And also, I thought it was a little bit odd that he had a song called What Would Pluto Do without Pluto on the song, okay? Now, the interesting part, which I see some people connecting today, is that people believe that Drake was sending a message to Future on this song. It was more of, hey, again, we're gonna relate both songs. Okay, let me get some of these raps in, right? Which, by the way, did Drake just admit to erectile dysfunction right here, bro? So wiggling back to my old ways. Bunch of sedatives, hypnotics in my system. Okay, life is just how I predicted. Okay, dropping 2 Cialis in a liquid. Whoa, Drizzy. Somebody better teach that nigga about a honey pack or a rhino. That boy taking Cialis, nigga. Cialis is for like 80-year-old CEOs, nigga, who their dick can't rise, nigga. Like, that shit is worse than Viagra, from what I've been told. This thing is meant to taking 2 Cialis? Crazy, man. Crazy. Anyway, he said, I got a strap. He said, I ain't got a strap. I got to risk it. Okay. Come on, man. Drake know he's fucking all these 6-year-olds. Stop it. Okay. All right. Anyway, the interesting parts is this, which, by the way, I love this. I'm geeking off of my pride. Yo, I don't know who helped Drake with this part, but this shit is wavy, man. Drake killed it. Lost my Sprite deal because Wayne kept pulling 5s. You know I'm beat. Okay, I don't want to sing. Yeah, I probably hit my singing. Anyway, this is where people think that he was sending a message to Future. Here we go. Right here. Okay, right here. It says, well, I guess it's the verse, right? It's the verse. It says, damn, okay. I've been out the way in the cut. It's been a minute. Working on the album now is finished. Last time I saw her, she was fucking with my nigga. So the question is, what will Pluto do? Which just think about that on a theoretical level, right? The last time you saw a girl, she fucking with your nigga. Now you see her, maybe she giving you some vibes or she going. Do you think like, shit, man, you like my nigga was fucking with you heavy, I'm gonna just pass? Or this is where Drake comes in. He says, so the question is, what would Pluto do? And it was kind of interesting, but I think people look at Future as like just like this toxic girls guy, right? So like, I don't think we read into this much when he first said it. What would Pluto do? That's kind of like, it's like a fire saying, right? What would Pluto do? Kind of like, I remember there was a time, I know Charlamagne used to even like, publicize this too, and he used to be like, yo, what would Rihanna do in terms of partying, right? Because, Rihanna was like a crazy partier. And it was like, they're like, Fridays, your motto should be, what would Rihanna do, right? So anyway, it says, what would Pluto do? And it says, he'd fuck the hoe, so I did it. What would Pluto do? He'd fuck the hoe, so I did it. What would Pluto do? He definitely fucking on this hoe, right? Now, I'm not saying this is a huge connection, or I'm not saying that this is a definitive that they were actually fucking the same girl, but this is a floating theory, and I'm really trying to calm y'all. I don't want y'all to be like, yo, Axe said it, so it's facts. I'm not stamping this one. If I knew it as a fact, I would have been told you as a fact, but I'm just connecting things that people are connecting elsewhere, okay? It could be a whole bunch of bullshit, but it could have some water to it, right? Okay, so if we try to connect both songs, Drake is saying, yo, last time I saw this chick, she was fucking with my nigga, so, I was just thinking, what would Pluto do? He would fuck her, so I fucked her too. Whatever, right? Future raps, bro, you're sneak dissing, I don't understand. You're pillow talking, act like a fed. I don't need another fake friend, and it can't be about a hoe because we're sharing, right? So it look like if we're connecting these songs and if they have any connection, Future is more like, bro, this weird tension with us can't be over a girl because we share girls, right? Like, it's never that serious over a girl. So you sneak this and pillow talking can't be because it's the girl, right? So you got to be in your feelings about something. So why are you playing? You get what I'm saying? And he even kind of disrespects the girl by saying give her back shots while she laying down. Keep the Glock cock, I don't trust hoes, right? Now, oh, and it's a Future that said, why you ain't text me, dog, right? Did he say that? Or did he say that? Did Future say that? Where did he say, why you ain't text me, dog? Actually, let me just play the verse. Let me play it. We don't trust you. We can only play a very short portion of it. We don't trust you, Future. But we just want to get that little part that we could hear his voice. Okay, pause. No Diddy. You get what I'm saying? Here we go. Here we go. Bark in there. Really? But this song is all about hate and fake. Sometimes pretend to be your friend, smile in faces, show no traces. Wow. That's interesting. Now, here we go. Now, allegedly, and this is a big allegedly, and to this young woman, if it's not true, I'm not meaning to put you out there, but allegedly, the woman that maybe they may have shared or the subject of this rumored feud, right, is this girl right here. Actually, she gonna love this. She gonna get hella clout, right? Again, I don't know. This is speculation. I have no idea. But it's this girl right here. Is there? Yeah, this girl right here. Supposedly. Let me see if I can find like a family-friendly picture. This chick got like the... Wait, ain't she posed up with another nigga? Nah, this can't be her. Did I get bad information? She got it. She posed up with a whole nother nigga. And this bitch is from 2022. Ain't no way this nigga holding her like that while Future and Drake beefing over it. No way. Nah. Hold on. We're gonna get to the source of this shit. They said supposedly they were going back and forth over a girl named Amber from Booby Trap. I don't know if this is the girl. It probably seems like it's not if she got like a whole nother man. Right? Give me a second. Okay. I got the source, chat. If you're wondering where the source is, yo, this source name is crazy. Oh my God. We're also gonna have to take a little bit of take it with a grain of salt, because I think this chick is selling OnlyFans too, so I ain't gonna lie to you. I just want to be very clear. You know what I mean? If you say some crazy shit, then twerking right afterwards. Here we go. Here we go. Wait, where? When was that tweeted? Oh, okay. I got it. I gotta go find it. Give me a second, chat. Give me a second. I don't know if it's still up here. What the hell? Here we go. Oh, here we go. Now, we're going to take this with a grain of salt, people. So, this is one Scally who's given the details. She says Drake and Future are beefing over Amber from the Trap. Trap is Booby Trap. He said, "You know how many of us in there eat dick?" What the fuck? I guess this girl may work for Booby Trap too. He said, "You know how many of us in there eat dick? Be for real. She has a man as well." Huh. This is a source that claimed they work for Booby Trap, but they could be cloud chasing. We got to be very clear. Could be cloud chasing, right? I ain't gonna lie, this sounds like a stretch though. It's no way Drake and Future. And by the way, I'm pretty sure, like, you know, with everything, you ever see two dudes about to fight, and you know some of their issues is over a girl. They always say it's not over a girl. It's because this nigga called me a bitch. He told me he was gonna slap me. You know what I mean? They're like, we're fighting over respect, not really the girl. That happens to be a part of it, but not really over the girl. I'm like, bro, it would bewilder me if Drake and Future are beefing over Amber from Booby Trap. Like, no fucking way, my nigga. Like, no way. Like that just sounds crazy to me. It's no way they're beefing over Amber from Booby Trap. They got to be beefing over, like, a lot of more things. Maybe that's just one of the things, if this is even remotely true. Somebody said Amber probably got that wet. Somebody said she probably swallowed niggas up. Nah. Nah, I don't know if I'm believing that. Also, respectfully, like, yo, if this is, bro, with all due respect, I even trying to, like, yo, if this is a chick why we don't get What a Time to Be Alive, man, throw the rap game away, bro. Like, I'm sorry, bro. If this is the girl that makes us not get What a Time, man, throw the whole rap game away, nigga. Nigga, if you tell me we don't get a sequel to one of the greatest collab albums of all time because of this chick, you out of your goddamn mind. With all due respect, if you tell me that this is, nah, hell nah, That new thing that Drake got going on, what's your name? Brooklyn Nicole look way better than this girl. Yeah, nah, I'm not believing it. Okay, all right. However, that's kind of fueling this nonsense, right? If you ask me, this would make more sense to me, right? Let me lay out a scenario. This would make a little bit more sense to me. Drake and Future probably had a little tension. That tension is kind of upped by the fact that Drake doesn't collab album with Savage. Probably maybe after promising Future they were going to lock in. He sees that as kind of disrespectful. So, okay, this nigga, he's a user. He's a little fake, right? Okay, that happens. Drake and Metro has progressively gotten worse. Future, and I don't know what's the straw that broke the camel back, but Future is siding and riding with this guy, Metro. And this is clearly I'm riding with my guy because I don't know how it got to everybody got to pick a side. Usually, you know what they say in the streets? They say it's time to pick a side when it gets violent, right? Like somebody gets hurt, somebody gets shot, somebody gets killed. It's time to pick a side, right? Until then, you could kind of stay out of it or whatever the case is. Metro is clearly on Twitter saying people have to pick a side, right? So I'm thinking, what's the pick a side initial event? Like, what has forced people to now pick a side? In the case of Youngboy and Dirk, that became the whole picking a side thing became a thing because Vaughn died, right? Like, that makes sense. With Future and motherfucking Metro, what could that be? Rod Wavy says, spam fake love, fake friends. It's a reference. He missed it. Let's see. Future. We don't trust you. Lyrics. Here we go. Sorry. Let's see if we can figure it out. Fake written all over you. Hate written all over you. He doesn't say fake love. Does he say fake love anywhere? Fake love. He doesn't say fake love. Where does he say fake love? Now, there's a bunch of... Yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. You listen to Twitter, they be having all the fucking information. They said the same chick. They said the same chick that Future and Drake beefing over, Lil Baby also smashed. I'm like, God damn. What? Oh, give me a second. Okay. I get what y'all trying to say. Let me pull it up. Okay, I get the reference. Thank y'all, by the way, for that. Okay. They said that same girl, if this is true, they said the same girl I posted. Look, actually, it's on my page. Look, on the Akademiks page. See, I be posting shit, I be forgetting. I posted less than a month ago. This same girl said, Lil Baby blocked me because he DM'd me and I didn't answer. So he tried again in vanish mode, so I screenshot it to show my man, laughing my ass off. He went as far to blocking my backup, my man, and his business page. Y'all faves don't take rejection well at all. I think this was bitches. I blame you bitches. Huh. Now, this is two ways for me to take this, right? Cloud chaser, like complete cloud chaser. Maybe her friend is trying to help her chase cloud by saying she's the girl, right? But then also, maybe it's actually true, right? Here's the thing about rappers. It will never cease to amaze me that when one rapper sticks his penis in one girl, she could be ugly as dirt. Another rapper who wants to feel on the same level as the first rapper wants to stick his penis in that same hole. It's almost like an ego thing. Well, if he hit it and I know I'm as hot as him, or I feel I'm hotter, I should be able to hit it. You get what I mean? So this is why you get the majority of rappers fucking with the same girls, right? Because there's so many beautiful girls like in the world, right? But it becomes almost like, oh, word, you heard a couple niggas use a rundown on that, and oh, word, she was fucking with so-and-so. I bet. Let me go hit that too. You know what I mean? It is kind of weird that rappers fuck the same girls. I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of weird. But she was cloud chasing here a little bit. But, all right. Yeah, I don't know if she's a girl, though. But maybe I'm shaming her because I'm thinking she's going to be like some drop dead gore. Like, if I'm Drake and I really think I could get like any girl in the fucking world, I'm Drake. And if I'm Future, I feel like I get any fucking girl in the world, too. Like, why the hell would me and a guy who we do music together be bumping heads over a girl? There's too many girls out there. And I'm Future. And I'm Drake. It's just hard to believe. Really hard to believe. Okay? Some people are pointing out some other bars. Let me see. Some other bars that may have been, give me a second, that may have been like maybe some little random disses. Oh, so on the track like that, Future, Metro Boomin, yeah, like that on the same record, eh? Actually, not the same record, but it's like, okay. There's some lyrics here, but it also kind of feel like random though. Like Future raps about girls anyway, so I don't know if we're just trying to make it a problem or try to like put shit together that don't fit. But here it is. It says, all these pointers on me, baby. You know it's game time. Bring a friend, bitch. We fucked him at the same time. I'm a different nigga. No, we not the same kind. You can have that little bitch. If she ain't mine. I don't know if that's going at Drake neither, man. I don't know. That kind of seems like a generic Future bar, not like a I'm dissing Drake bar. Okay, somebody says, look at her man's story. Is her man tagged in here? Okay, her man is tagged. Let's go to his story. Her man really do look up to Future. I ain't gonna lie to you. There's nobody. This makes me feel like either he's a cuck or Future never fucked his girl. Bro, there's no rapper I love that much that he could fuck my girl, beef with another nigga about fuck my girl, and I'm still loving his music. Hell nah, nigga. Wait, he's playing the same song that wait, he put it up here at 140. Let's go back to that song at 140.
And your feelings, nigga, while you paying, dog.
Huh. He's playing the song. And that's the boyfriend. He looked like he's a big fan of Future. He said, slimed in. Should have had a verse from Thug, but it's okay. Biggie broke the internet this day. Okay.
Ask for no deal, so don't ask your homeboy for a deal. Pay what it costs.
100.
What Future say?
You go in these high-end stores, you don't ask for no deal, so don't ask your homeboy for a deal. Pay what it costs.
100.
Okay. Somebody said this nigga's like a fan page. All right, they said look at her Twitter. Let me see what's going on her Twitter. Hold on, I'm trying to. Give me 1 second, I'm trying to. I don't know if they got porn on their page, so I gotta like open a different tab real quick. I'm reading through her tweets. Let me just search if she ever said nothing about Future. It's not. This might be like some chick trying to get an OnlyFans promo or something. I don't know, man. I see more people saying this shit though. Another person says, not Future, Drake, and Lil Baby all getting rejected by the lovely Amber. Nah, it sound like Future fucked. You know? It sound like he got rejected. It sound like he fucked. Nah, this sounds like a stretch. Yo, should I get her on stream? I'm gonna DM her. Let's see if we can get her on stream. Let's fucking solve this crime right now, man. It's not a crime, but let me just solve this shit right now. Amber. All right, I DM'd her. I'm gonna try to see if I can get her on stream. Cause if so, man, she done fucked up the whole rap history. Joe said,
and back to my Future Metro Boomin Drake tension.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think it's weird that nothing ever happened with that fucking hit smash song that Future and Drake made with Tim's?
What do you mean? Nothing
Wait
happened?
for you.
It was a hit.
When you say,
it was a hit.
When you say what?
I know it was a hit. It was a smash.
So what you mean? Nothing happened with it.
Never heard it again. That's weird.
It don't come on.
That's weird for you to have that smash.
It don't come on.
And both of y'all act like it don't exist. That's weird.
He's right. I mean, it's little things that I've been looking at ever since you kind of brought it up that it might be something there. I remember after What a Time to Be Alive came out, they did an interview maybe a year after with Future, and they asked, they mentioned that project. He was like, it never happened. It never happened. It just never
There's
happened.
something going on over there.
And
did he do that? Ice, what up, my boy? Ice is also a hip hop historian. That's my boy. Future, it never happened. But didn't he have like a whole thing about it never happened?
Dirty Sprite.
Dirty Sprite, the first one, I was just high as hell. All the time.
Was there any particular direction you were going musically with that?
I just wanted the music to sound how I wanted.
Hey, chat, ain't this is peak Future, right? Like in terms of look wise, this is peak Future. This is Uzi with the purple hair. This is Chief Keef with the short dreads. Like, describe some people at their peak form. This is what was Drake at the peak? Heart in his head? I don't know. This is definitely peak Future. No Diddy. Lil Durk's short hair was a peak. Pineapple Hair Weekend? Facts. Pineapple Hair Weekend was definitely the peak. Gucci Lean Belly?
People that have an experience when they listen to it and feel like they was just in another world.
True story.
True story is man, me just keeping it real with the fans, you know what I'm saying? Giving them real life situations to live with, build with.
Free bricks.
Me and Gucci going in the collaboration. Just making.
That's the thing. Your Future has a lot of collabs, man. Free Bricks. He got then he got Super Slimy. He got another one with what was the shit he had with Juice WRLD?
Music.
But why did you want to connect together like at that particular time?
It just happened. We was working on a record. We ended up just start recording every day and came out with a whole entire mixtape about in a week.
What year was this? This is 2015, by the way.
Just want to be different at the time. Continue to just stay in my lane.
The Black Woodstock soundtrack.
That was Esco Hippie Vibe.
Monster.
Was the first mixtape run from last shift. That jumped everything off before Beast Mode, before 56 Nights, before the album, Dirty Sprite 2, etc. It just jumped everything off Monster Mode. Being fearless, just don't care about anything. Just like totally engulfed in the music.
Beast Mode.
Beast Mode was just start working on these Beethoven beats and end up recording the entire body of music, entire body of work with Beast Mode, and just went back in. Esco got locked up with the hard drive, and I just started going, just building a new catalog with Beethoven. It just happened to put out a mixtape.
56 Nights.
56 Nights was Esco project when he came home from jail. He named it 56 Nights. That's how much time he spent in the Dubai jail.
What happened to Esco? Like, obviously, Esco was a DJ, not necessarily like a Metro, but it's like, just like how Metro was important to like 21 Savage's career and his initial come up, DJ Esco is really important, at least from what I look at it, to Future's career.
And made a mixtape about it.
Lastly, What a Time to Be Alive.
It never happened, you know what I mean?
That never happened?
It never happened.
So what's the mixtape with his Jumpman's I saw? What's that?
It never happened.
Why did he answer that? Future speaks on What a Time to Be Alive. I ain't gonna lie, the vlog for What a Time to Be Alive was fire, bro. Like, it looks so authentic with how they were making music. Is there any other footage of him speaking on What a Time to Be Alive? It's kind of odd. He never spoke on it again. Huh. Yeah, we really never spoke on this shit again. Did Drake ever speak on What a Time to Be Alive? Drake speaks on. This was the vlog of the making.
Right. It like changed the game. Everybody had to go back to the game board and like, damn, we never ever thought this would happen.
Yes, that's the best
This
part.
shit shouldn't have never happened.
Right.
Who let it happen? There's so many questions after history
What?
get made. Like, you can ask after this, like, nigga, who let this shit happen? Like, when did it happen? How did it happen?
Yeah.
There's so many questions you can get from this shit. And we just did it for the music.
I don't let nobody in.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. And I think Metro was vibing to this nigga Drake shit too. Yo, Metro back then, like, was still like, he wasn't like a super producer. Like, I don't think the brand of Metro Boomin was as big as like it is now, right?
Yeah.
All right, let me check out this other part. This is part 2.
For you niggas to be like working all year on your own shit separately and like be making like you drop his mixtape, you drop all your mixtape, everybody to be separate and niggas to be both hot and then like at the height of niggas
I think this is Future the Prince.
Being hot, like to come together.
Yeah, that really hasn't happened. Like just at the peak of
that's
two,
it.
at the two peak.
Metro Boomin want some more, nigga.
That is kind of odd.
This could be a reach. I'll be clear. Metro's tag is what?
Metro don't trust you.
Right? If Young Metro don't trust you, the name of the album is We Don't Trust You. Could be a reach.
They started Future and Drake kind of started rocky too, right? Their relationship started rocky with that.
I don't think that's a reach.
It's something in there, yo.
My nigga Ice, you're good.
They beefed before though, right?
Who, Future and Drake?
When he first came out, and I think because Drake didn't do the video or something, they had a song early in the career.
Yeah, that was a little bit rock. Future had skipped. No, Drake skipped out on doing the Tony Montana video, and that nigga went to go see some show, like some, Drake. He tried to fuck some girl. Went to go see a show of like somebody instead of doing the video, and Future felt a little type of way, but clearly that was like water under the bridge.
I'm not sure if it was the Tony Montana remix or something.
The long list, for me, it ain't really just about the music. It's just that person.
I do the one place where I will see an issue where you might want to leave him alone is Drake's shots are usually you don't have money and you don't have bitches.
You can't do that with Future.
You can't really do that with Future.
And I just looked it up. Y'all were right. It was the Tony Montana remix where it stemmed from.
We'll see.
That's interesting. Future don't really do interviews. What has Future been saying on Twitter? I think it's one Future, right? Great things come to those who wait. Clearly something is there, you know what I mean? Has Drake thrown it up on his story? This is going to be interesting now. Now that Metro is saying pick a side, right? Now what we're going to have to wonder is who throws it up on their story, because ain't that like picking a side? Did 21 Savage throw it up on his story? Wait, I can't see stories now? What the fuck? 21 Savage. Oh, he don't got a story. He got to shout out Metro's album, right? Right? You got to shout out, like, Metro's your BFF. Like, you got to shout his album, all right? Huh. Somebody said Travis Scott picked a side. Why y'all think Travis Scott picked a side? Somebody said what 21 got to do with it. 21 is the guy who's in the middle. Like, really. 21, his come up is kind of due to his relationship and working with Metro. Metro also became a super producer. A lot of the initial hits came from working with 21. So their careers are very much tied. They're friends. 21 at this point, him and Drake is locked in. They went on tour. They dropped an album. Every time they collab, it's going off the charts. If Drake and Metro are at the point of Metro saying it's time to pick a side, if you are 21, how do you handle that? If you throw up the album, you're almost help promoting the shit that's disrespecting Drake. You don't interact or you don't even tweet out the album or nothing like that. They might look at it like, oh, okay, you really just fuck with Drake. Do you get what I'm saying? Somebody says 21 Future cool. I don't think there's a problem there, but I think this is more of, I don't think him and Future, they're definitely not as cool as him and Metro. And remember, Metro has a problem with Drake. Interesting. Let's go back to that one song, More Millions. Drake lyrics. So this is the only song that's produced by Metro Boomin. On Her Loss. And Drake is featured on the song. Allegedly, Drake disses Metro on the same song that Metro gave him the beat for, okay? Braid up in my t-shirt, hit it my back in a knee-shirt. Life ain't getting any easier. Flacca, Okay. Niggas is praying to God, so we stay with the sweeper. Right before my 20 so treacherous. Introduce y'all to the leader. Okay. I've been out late night creeping, sliding on bitches, posted up with the militias. Nigga ain't switching. Mine on mission. Mine on pussy of millions. Mine on pussy of millions. I'm trying to call a sex symbol to eat my kids up. They say more money, more problems. Bring on the problems. Okay. Travis was on the song. Only singing again with the new Lucian Grange. People said that he dissed Metro on this. I can't see it. They said no, it's not Pussy of Millions. My bad. I'm tripping. It's More M's. My bad. I don't know. My bad, Chad. And this one is produced by Metro Boomin. Okay, my bad. Okay, this one's produced by Metro Boomin, not the other one. Produced by Metro Boomin, and apparently Drake disses him on here. Let's see what Drake said. 6 God lurking, come up off that bag for the boy that keep working. Dissing on his album and it flopped. He deserved it. Come up out that booth and bring that energy in person. Got so many hits it wouldn't be fair to do no verses. I could go 5 hours in a stadium. What happened to that nigga claiming OVO? We traded him. Thought I was a pop star. I'm Slaughter Gang. I baited him. Walk around like Prince because I got a lot of lady friends. Used to be in Saga at the Sega City Palladium. Skating through this album like a Montreal Canadian. Way I ran that shit, you would have thought I was an Iranian. Niggas see my deal, look at they deal, and now they hate the kid. Fuck it. Let me kick it basic. Niggas ain't got no love for the boys, so they fake it. Crack a couple jokes to some bitches on some... Oh, yeah, this is at Metro. Crack a couple jokes to some bitches on some snake shit, but if I send a verse to their ass, then they'll take it. Oh. Shoot a video arm around me like we aces. Or pop out at my show, jump around with me on stages. Probably why these hoes love to shower me with praises. Might have fucked a rapper, girl, but you ain't fucked Drake yet. Damn. Drake is the type of nigga that diss you on your own song now. Or your own beat. Yeah, this is at Metro. Interesting. It's all coming together, people. How y'all said Travis Scott picked a side? How did Travis Scott pick a side? That's what I'm asking. Travis Scott. Let me see. Oh, they said Travis Scott. Hold on. They said Travis Scott was begging. Here we go. Travis Scott seen begging Metro to play the Kendrick diss to Drake and J. Cole at Rolling Loud. Do you think he knew? When? Was it this Rolling Loud? Like Rolling Loud a couple days ago? Because if it was a previous Rolling Loud, I got to think that maybe Kendrick's verse wasn't on it yet. Let's hear, though.
I got it. The new one. Nah, you got that. All right, just play the one you got, and we're going to cut it after the hook. Oh. We're going to play the album, nigga. The album. You got it, show. You got the album. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to play the album.
I thought there was another clip.
What are you jacking?
I said, this is it right here?
I got it. The new one. Nah, you got that.
Interesting. Okay. All right, we'll kind of come back for it.